Katie, what were you saying about
what is this?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Katie, what
Sorry, what were you saying about chat?
Messed up.
Repeat that for class? Oh my goodness.
What are you saying about our lovely chat room down there?
That I love them and they're the best.
That's not fair.
Incredible.
I heard either.
Hello. Oh my goodness. First of all, can you hear us?
Actually, can we check
everyone's
everyone's mic before we start so we don't have another BG3 situation if we haven't heard a single person talk?
Oh, we're getting two different answers. One from Mal.
Yeah, no.
And one from Moss.
I think Mal is fucking with
yeah.
me. I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, no,
Mal
yes.
fucking with
Yes,
us?
no, yeah.
No, Maria.
Me? Oh, God.
Ruh-roh.
God
Hello.
damn it.
Yes,
Wait,
me.
yes,
Okay.
Maria.
Yes, Maria.
Okay.
Maybe
Sorry.
Maria just wasn't saying anything at the time. Okay.
Oh, we're voting on people's ability to hear. I like this.
Wait.
I vote Justin off the island.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
I would also like to
Democracy
vote
made
for
by-
Justin.
Dump is.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And the boy that we're gonna dump this evening.
I've been voted
You have 30
off
minutes
Love
to pack your
Island.
bags and leave.
Yeah.
Say your goodbyes.
Sashay away.
Wow.
This this homunculus of reality television is truly horrifying.
Oh, man.
I'm also getting so much hate in chat right now. And again, it's well earned. I appreciate that.
That's true.
Welcome everybody to Mack's Public House. It's a new little one-shot series we're going to be running with a rotating cast for the next few weeks. We were supposed to have a Sean Banerjee tonight, but they are unwell. And
Justin made them get sick.
True.
it is my fault.
They got sick in front of Justin.
Yeah.
Somehow from 4 hours
No.
away, it is my fault that Sean is sick. But I will take the blame for it. I'm into chat degradation. Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Katie's the one talking about fuck chat right before we get into
What?
the stream.
This is a gross misrepresentation.
Look,
of the way that
chat,
things
all
went
you need
down.
to know is that I'm always on your side. And you said loved only me.
Oh, from the chat. Okay.
From
yeah.
the chat.
All right.
I mean,
Fuck chat or
I
fuck
heard it went
chat, am
both
I
ways.
right? Yeah.
Chat enthusiastically consents.
Let's go!
Oh, we love this.
Oh,
Thank you
yes.
so much for coming out. It has been a while since we did some like real D&D shit going on in here. We've been doing some Baldur's Gate, but we collectively realized that we vastly prefer just playing D&D to kind of playing D&D, you know? I'm not going to say I'm a better DM than Larian Studios, but, you know, maybe we'll have more fun.
Yo, someone clip that and send it to Larian Studios on social
Right now,
media.
right now.
And
now.
take off the I'm not going to say part.
Yeah.
We gotta get, listen, we're speed running getting canceled.
Incriminating as possible.
Larian Studios as a whole shows up and just beats Justin on stream.
Heard you talk
There's
It's
shit.
just a blur because of
There's
the
a
background.
junior developer who's like a black belt in 3 martial arts.
Oh, God.
Okay, incredible. So what we're gonna do tonight, this is a story from a place of my own imagination called Mack's Public House. Mack's is owned by Mackenzie Guffin, who is a renowned adventurer and has been a long-standing NPC in many of my campaigns. And after his adventuring career, he went and he opened a pub. And that public house now is home to anyone who has been adventuring for some time, who wants to share the stories of their adventures, and people who want to listen to them. So essentially, we'll have a little bit of an intro here, and then we'll get into whatever story is being told tonight. Which we do know what story is being told tonight. We're not.
Imagine,
I'm not
though.
that crazy, okay?
Listen, you told us a story you wanted to tell tonight, and then we all got in a call together. And now I have 3 new best friends, and we're all against you now.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
The tables have turned.
Look, I've known Justin longer than I've known any of you, but I'm already willing to turncoat. Okay, just let me know, and
We're doing it.
fully on board.
You were made for
That's
this
some
life.
real pit behavior. I'm just saying.
Okay, do not invoke the pit. Do not invoke the pit. I am a person of the pile.
Oh man, we are bringing the pile to amateurish, aren't we? Goodness.
God, gotta spread the word.
Okay. Well, without much further ado, I do want to.
I would like more ado. Ado
Okay.
more.
Okay. Well, here's the slightest bit
Dude.
more ado. Here's
Adieu
the
to
slightest.
you.
That's a treat.
The slightest bit
you.
more ado. We do have
We've
some
been so
wonderful
good.
people with us today. Maybe some new faces that you haven't seen on the channel before. You may have seen me recently. I'm Chef Justin Lane. Everywhere on the internet. You'll see me DMing our new podcast that's in post production right now, and we are very excited about what that's going to entail. And then, of course, Katie and Ben, the longest tenured members of the channel, seeing as it doesn't exist before them. So wonderful to have them here. They will not always be able to join us, but we wanted to make sure they were here to hang out with you guys for the first episode here. And then we have two definitely new faces to amateurish. In the top right, we have Maria Bruista, who is a wonderful TTRPG streamer and creator, and just one of my favorite people to hang out with.
It's all lies.
We met at PAX last year and had the
I'm
worst
off.
time ever. Yeah. and so now I've invited them on our show.
Yeah.
And then, of course, many of you in chat know this other familiar face, or perhaps unfamiliar to the rest of you, but Dio is here with us today. We're at Martian Tech everywhere on the internet, I think, right?
Now, our Martian Tech art, all one word, separate words, you'll find me.
Martian Tech in some way, shape, or form.
The SEO right there. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. And never heard of them. But
Wow. Wow, Mal.
Wow. Okay, personal care. Jesus Christ. But anyhow, welcome everyone, and welcome to the new folks on the channel, and we're very excited to have you. We should hopefully see some more of them in the near future for this very same little rotating thing we got going on here. For this series, we are going to be using two things that I do want to call out. We are not sponsored by either of them, but I love them very much, and I'm going to shout them out anyway. We're using adventures from the One Shot Wonders book from Roll and Play Press. It's a very, very cool, like every single adventure is like 1 to 2 pages. Some of them are even less than a page. They're just like little setups and prompts for an adventure. But they really make the whole DM prep thing a lot easier. I don't want to be doing a ton of prep while I am also trying to edit or do sound design for our podcast. Like, I don't have that kind of time in my life right now. So it is nice to be able to have a prompted adventure that I can just fill in some blanks for and get everything going. And then also we're using Pocket Bard, which you hopefully can hear in the background because you were supposed to hear it the whole fucking time you were in the waiting screen and you didn't hear it. So hopefully we've got that sorted out now. Oh, hey, it's Gina. Hi. Wonderful Gina Susanna has entered the chat. Anyhow, so we are going to be using Pocket Bard and the One Shot Wonders series from Roll and Play Press. And now, unless Katie, would you like some more ado?
No, that was enough ado. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
I don't.
Adieu to the ado.
Okay, excellent. So we are going to have our crowd noise pick up now.
I wish I could hear it.
Tim, it's.
I
it's
wish you
like
guys
there.
could hear it too.
Yeah, is it atmospheric as fuck, guys?
It
I
is.
hope it's so
Chat, can you
atmospheric,
describe the sound effects to us as they
Yeah,
change
yeah.
so that we can
yes.
experience it with you?
Yeah.
Set the scene for us.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Justin, you can actually hop off. We're gonna have chat DM this one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Just send your notes in like post your notes in a link, and
There's like a
Listen,
chat
it's-
GPT joke in there somewhere.
Listen,
Yeah.
this is a public house, and the public is now in charge.
In charge of the house. Yeah,
The house.
that
Yeah,
makes
yeah, yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Well, the house always wins. Anyhow, we open into a spacious and perhaps energized but not quite raucous tavern. Anyone who knows anything about this place knows that anyone who is in here is likely an extremely proficient adventurer of some distinction. So walking into this place with the intention of starting shit is a terrible idea. Hey, players, walking into this place and starting shit is a terrible idea.
Sorry, did anyone else hear a challenge?
I think Justin's muted.
I think he said blow up the tavern?
I think he said go in and start shit. It's,
I think he said try and
Something
steal
like-
from
Cast
everyone in the bar.
fireball.
I'm not good at lip reading, but I heard start shit. Or I saw it, I guess, really.
Maybe take a shit is what he was saying.
Oh,
on
that's
like
a
the
good
table.
idea.
Cool.
I shit and cast fireball.
There it is.
I shit and cast
both-
fireball. We're putting it on a t-shirt.
Good.
I shit and cast fireball.
Very good.
And then
Very
the
good.
graphic on it is just the Taco Bell logo.
You're so right. You're so right.
I'd wear the fuck out of that shirt.
Incredible. Incredible. So as we kind of pan through this view of this tavern, we see in a corner of the pub, just kind of in one of the snugs, not in a particularly dark corner or trying to stay to themselves, just perhaps taking a load off from a busy travel time. Let's see, who do we want to start with? I you know what? There are 4 of you. I have a D4.
Perfection.
Let's see
2.
right in
Oh
the
wow. All pressure's on you, Dio.
Oh shit. Whew, okay. Okay, you know what? Bring it on. Alright, so I think right now my character would be playing cards. Maybe at a corner table or booth with a bunch of people that they only met just tonight. And they are not cheating, they're not doing anything tricky, but they always have their eyes out for any kind of shenanigans. They have a very easy smile, but at this point in their life, they're a lot more determined. You see their once fluffy white hair is now cropped back into rose. They are wearing a kind of dark gray overcoat and are easily, breezily making some chit chat with some of the folks while also making sure the next person that walks through that door isn't someone who's coming after them. Here we meet, are we doing names now? Or
Yeah,
are we,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Here we meet, well, their name is pronounced whoosh, but that's a mouthful. You can just call them whoosh. A air genasi. They are about 6'2", 6'3". It's very tall, but also very lanky. They honestly look like a stiff breeze could knock them over, but it kind of seems like they would just roll with it if one did. Underneath their coat, they are wearing some very adventure-ready gear. And they are pretty well armed, visibly, with some knives and a short sword. But they are very, very... What's the word I'm looking for? I would say that they're kind of larger than life in a way. They kind of take up the space around them, and you can almost feel the magic coming off of them.
Excellent. And as you look around the room, making sure that none of the people who you know throughout your career you've made enemies of are in the process of happening upon you here, you scan the crowd and you recognize somewhat of a familiar face, and you can't quite place them at first, but you do recognize somewhat of a familiar face. And I'm going to ask, oh, look at that. Wow, just the 2 new to amateurish people
Love
right
it.
in a row.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
let's do it. What's up, Maria?
Okay, so I think sitting at the bar, big grin on her face, probably not talking to Mack himself, but definitely like some of the, if there's like extra like wait staff or help, talking to someone, and just in the midst of laughter, is a roughly maybe 4 to 4.5 foot tall, fluffy white cat folk, tabaxi specifically. For those who are interested, she's styled off of a Siberian Siberian forest cat. So it's like extra fluff around the face. Looks like a cloud, with like little bits of darker gray kind of in an undercoat that seems to be maybe sporting a couple bits of whiter or like silver now. They have slung across their back a what probably would look like a ukulele to some, but it's just a small guitar this to fit to fit her. And she's dressed in very nice clothes. There's definitely, to the discerning eye, which most people here would see, there is armor under these very fine looking clothes, but they're definitely the exterior is comfortable and warm and welcoming, and when her bright blue eyes finally open up after this gregarious laughter, you can't really tell, because cat and fur on face, you can't really tell that there's also some lines of weariness and a little bit of wariness in these still cheerful eyes, but maybe less naive to the world than they were before.
Wonderful. And as you look around, before you have an opportunity to make eye contact with Whoosh, who you may recognize just from perhaps a common cloud-related appearance, right? A common, something that you would have recognized about each other a long time ago, right?
We're
You
both
may
fluffy.
you're both a little fluffy.
Yeah.
But when you would have, before you even have an opportunity to see this person across the bar, you catch someone else that you see from a different part of your life.
Across the entire,
yeah, exactly.
entire bar.
This is perfect. I haven't rolled a number the second time yet. That's pretty solid.
Serendipitous.
But Katie, if you want to describe who they see.
Yeah. Sitting, I think, at the opposite end of the bar from Mina, not really talking to anyone. She's got a spell book out in front of her that she is poring over, and in her right hand she's got these 3 motes of light that she's playing with, almost like a fidget spinner. You see a human woman about 35 years old, beautiful, long, wavy brown hair that almost appears to be blowing in a breeze that isn't extant around her. She's wearing a long, tight dress, which is just ever so subtly changing color every 30 to 60 seconds. And she is wearing a dark cloak that looks like she ripped a part of the night sky out and wrapped herself in it. She has very piercing blue eyes and high cheekbones, which I don't think, Mina, you would remember her looking quite like this when you knew her in the past, but behind the enhancements is the same face that you knew 10, 15 years ago. And she is just very quietly sipping on a drink, making annotations in her spell book, and minding her business.
Wonderful. You look up for a moment as you realize, as you go to sip your drink, that you've run out and you'd like another. And as you look to get the bartender's attention, you too see yet a different person across the bar. And I'm not going to roll about it just in case. Well, you know what? Let's just see if I get the 3.
Why not?
No. See, I shouldn't have done it.
Do I see whoosh?
Yeah,
Push it too far.
you see a
Never-
mirror and you see yourself.
Oh shit, I'm here too.
So I rolled another
What?
We
four.
never see Ben's character the
Crazy.
entire time.
Imagine I just sit here silently the entire stream.
But Ben, you go ahead and tell us who we see.
Sure. So, stepping in out of the evening, grabbing a handkerchief out of his jacket and just wiping off his bald head, you see the figure of someone who clearly has had to mostly crouch down and turn sideways to get through the door. Mo is well over 8 feet tall and at this point in his mid-40s. He is dressed in simple but well-made clothing, short sleeves sort of rolled up to the elbows. You can see hints of tattoos running down his forearms. Some more traditional from some of the northern tribes, some very clearly etched with magical power. He looks around the room and he sort of nods to a couple of folks that he knows before sidling over to the bar. He takes up a couple of benches and is quiet and a little bit more reserved than maybe he was in his younger years, with a well-trimmed beard that has begun to go gray in more places than he may have ever anticipated it having the time to do so.
And all nearly at once, just by happenstance, call it fate, call it needing a justification for all of you to know each other in this story. Call it what you'd like. But we see all of you make subtle, just somewhat of eye contact, and it might take each of you a second to recognize who you're looking at. But you know those faces, and your eyes meet, a couple of you at a time. I'd find it difficult for that to work otherwise.
No, we all look at each other at the same time.
We all go
Yeah.
cross-eyed.
I split.
Just full Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you all see each other. What do you do as you make eye contact?
I just got this vision in my head of Philomena, by the way, is who this beautiful little cat is. Mina to literally everybody except for their parents. And of Mina going towards Penny, who then gets up and goes towards Mo, who gets up and goes towards, and we're all just getting up and yeah.
It's like a targeting system. Just
Yeah. We meet in the middle, and there's a perfectly sized circular table for us right there.
Yeah, there just happens to be an
Happens
empty
be
table that
Yeah.
is in the interval space. What am I trying to say? The middle of where you all are. I don't have
Spotlight
words.
pool.
The conflux.
Yeah, the whole
That's
bar
what it
goes
is.
silent,
Yeah.
freezes, a spotlight shines on the center table.
A saxophone picks up in the background.
Oh yeah. Very moody, very appropriate for a long time, meeting after a long time.
Yeah.
That's what happens, Justin.
Narrate it now.
do it
again.
You're gonna come up and say anything to each other? Goodness,
Yeah, we're all staring at each other, standing around a table, and then Mina stands on top of the bench because she is heads and shoulders and knees and toes shorter than all of you. And opens her arms so wide and her eyes look so shining and big and sparkling. And she says, "Friends, I didn't think I would see you. It's been far too long, hasn't it?"
10 years?
it's been about 10
15?
years.
You
Yeah.
all, just pointing with one little furry finger, they look very different than the last time I saw you.
Well, I would hope so, honey. I worked very hard on this look.
And you look
Oh.
lovely. You all do.
Thank you. Thank you. So do
Looking-
you.
Very good.
Thank you.
How's everyone been? Everything's going well? Any families to speak of? Any specific adventuring stories that you just have to share?
I sold out my first show.
I thought you were going to say you sold out, in which case I was going to have more questions, but
no,
I'm so
not
proud
yet.
of you.
I haven't
Find a
gotten-
billion-dollar record deal.
Yeah.
Like-
You're working for the
yet.
man now. I love it. I love it.
so in the new Punk Goes Disney album, you know.
Yeah.
Where did you sell out? Please tell us more.
Oh, yes, I simply must hear.
You know, it was just listen, it was a farming town that I grew up in, but it's still a town.
Oh, no,
and
sweetie,
it's still,
that's wonderful.
Listen,
Good.
was
Really?
most of it my family? Yes, but you know, we have to
many-
start.
How many
Must
of
have
them
been a packed
weren't?
house.
How many of them weren't your? It doesn't matter, but just how many of them weren't your family?
At least 5, somewhere around maybe most of 5.
Understood. Well, congratulations,
Listen, I have
darling.
a big family, so it's okay.
I'm so
Look,
happy.
it's
for
important to get back to your roots.
You.
You're
Yeah.
going back to your hometown, reconnecting, and giving a
Exactly.
somewhat semi-private show to your family. That's
Exactly. They needed to know what I've been doing for so long,
And it was sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My family is supporting me and my interests, and that's important and different than it used to be. But it's good. They're having some kind of appreciation of the arts now. So
Well, we
small,
love to hear it.
small victories.
Yes. Yes.
And you had fun?
Oh, mostly. Yes.
Mina,
Don't tell me
I
there were
always tell
hecklers
you.
in the audience at your family show.
Oh, Mina,
Mom's a hell of a critic.
if you had any issues, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to take care of them for you.
Oh, it's my family, so I just have to not go back. Actually, it's okay.
All right. It's lovely
That's
to
thank
what
see
I
you.
did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's very, very. Pointing towards Mo. What is this? This you've got? Are you now? Listen, I know that imitation is a form of
doesn't look-
flattery.
Does not look good.
Look,
No, it's just different. It's getting closer to like, and just kind of like pulls out like the fluff around her. It's just like it's getting close to that
will not happen. This is as far as it goes, and he points to like the tops of his ears, and then it stops clean. Anytime.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. It looks lovely on you, and
Thank
it would also look lovely if it wasn't there. Either way, you look lovely.
Well, I think everyone looks absolutely brilliant, and I'm so happy to see us all thriving and living our best lives.
What?
Oh,
Okay, but you say your best life. What makes your life best now, as opposed to when we were doing?
Did you get more books?
Did I get more? Well, I did absolutely get more. I've even written a few, actually.
Oh,
I'm currently.
I think I might have seen
Oh,
one
she's
of those.
published.
I am
No,
published
it's not one of
several
those.
times,
Always knew you
a
would
couple
be.
bestsellers actually. I'm still adventuring,
Just like
obviously.
YA drivel.
And I've actually been teaching a couple courses over at South Point in my spare time. Help, I
Spare
can't talk. I'm just
time.
so excited to see you guys.
Is that the
Yes.
university?
Yes, that is
Oh.
the university. Yeah, yes, you know that. Oh, yes.
It doesn't take up much space.
You know how Mo can be. Did you take any more shots to the head, Mo? I keep telling you. Be a
Oh,
little bit
I
more
have,
careful.
and he shows just a huge scar that like runs from like his temple all the way around. Yeah, I
No,
took a
you
big
gotta
one.
duck
How
and
did it
weave.
go,
Duck
sir?
and weave.
Did
It was a dragon tried to take my head off. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, they only got the top part.
Well, no, it all stayed, but the
Oh.
claw went around.
Ooh.
Oh, ooh.
Oh, could have been
Like
worse.
a circumcision, I think is what they called it.
Oh,
No?
That's what
It
they call
doesn't
some
sound
things.
quite-
That's what they call
Oh,
something
okay.
else.
doesn't
but
sound
yes.
quite. But Mina pulls out a like a little pad of paper and just starts writing.
And I
don't
just put
think it's right,
I put my
but it
hand.
sounds really good.
I put my hand on her hand as she's writing and say, "Don't write that down, sweetie."
Well, listen, it would sound really good in a new song, maybe. Or
I think it would
I
sound
don't
different
think
story.
so.
incredible in a
No,
new song.
Feels like it
no,
might be a bit of
Bush.
mouthful.
Bush, don't
Well,
encourage
right, but that's the
it.
thing.
What?
Is
I'm
that
helping
some
out
people?
a
But
friend.
that's the kind of music that is in right now. Is people saying really long, lots of syllabic words all in a row?
Multisyllabic words are in. Is that
No,
what you're-
like saying things very like singing or like talking really fast with really long,
Do you
like
mean
a lot of
rap?
words.
rap?
Well, yes, but more melodic.
So songs.
You hear Hyren
Nah.
comes onto the just Ren sitting up crushing it on the stage right now in this adventurers bar.
Yeah.
Like absolutely.
I toss a gold coin or two. Actually, I toss 5 gold coins their way.
Wow.
All right, I'm inviting
all
you
right.
to my
I
next show.
throw 10 gold coins because I want to show that I have a lot
Okay,
of
I'm
money
inviting
too.
all of you to my
Ooh.
next show.
Please do. I don't get enough entertainment these days. I'm just from one place to another, often being chased. But you know how I am.
Always
Is
on
that
the
not
run.
Has that gotten better or worse? I feel like it might get with time. It might be getting worse.
I get better at getting away, I would say. So I would say it's better.
I notice you haven't turned your back to the door, though, so clearly... Are you
Well-
expecting company?
Oh, always, yes. But, you know, Mack's place tends to be fairly, pretty safe, but you never know. I did a recent of my little excursions to a place. You may have heard of a certain monument getting a bit of a makeover recently.
That was you?
Yes. Look,
what-
it's old, it's dusty. It needed a little touch up, and
Does
I
look
just
nice.
happened to be in the area. Thank you.
Oh, it was you, but did you change it to you? But if what you did it, but it also was it also you who it is now?
I don't think it's anything now, from what I
Oh.
read at least.
I
Yes,
heard a different story. Whoopsies.
People weren't quite happy with some of the changes I made, but that's fine. Art is meant to be temporary sometimes. If you focus too much on,
Interpreted.
yeah, well, it's people have different opinions. Look, what matters is the guards in that town are crap, and they don't know how to search the back alleys where they're down, and I'm pretty fast, so just gotta stay a few steps ahead.
You are the same whoosh that you were a decade ago. Nothing has changed.
Why change perfection?
I like you.
I love you all.
Does everyone still have the same favorite drinks? I'm going to go get us some. Yes?
Just
Something
water.
Sweet
water?
and tasty.
I have kids. I try to clean up act a little
You
bit.
have
Oh
kids?
my
Okay, well, I'm going
god.
to drinks. The same.
Same's good. Good.
Okay, I'm going to get the large pitcher of water then, and I'm just going to hop off the bench and just run over and grab a giant mug of water with a bunch of cups.
There's like you go up to the
In a
bar and you ask for water, and they point over to like a little stand that's got like a water cooler on it.
Ooh,
so that they don't
slice
have
of
to be armed
lemon,
with,
please.
with
I
water.
transmute the water into wine.
You see like a security guard comes over, and just like a bouncer comes over and just kind of looks down at you,
It wasn't me.
and then
Why are you looking at me?
I slide them 10 gold.
yeah,
Just-
that's your
I'll just take
bottling
that
fee
then.
for bringing your own wine. Yeah,
I'll just take that then, and I'll look at it and think about picking it up, and then I'll say, Mo, can you pick this up for?
I
Okay.
snap my fingers and
It's
mage
the
hand
sa-
it over to us.
It's the same. Oh, well, that works. Thank you. It's just the size
It'd
of
be
my
easier than one of us
torso.
having to get up.
It's
you know.
it's a little more than 5 pounds. You brain struggle with it for a minute, but you between the two of you, you can get it there.
Great. Well, they're out of water apparently. So this is the best I could do. And I just pass out
That's
some
terrible.
Whoosh looks at you knowingly and gives you a little nod.
So I was thinking this really made me I'm one for adventure, I'm one for nostalgia, I'm one for a good story, but do you remember the first time that we did this? It's been a really,
Yes.
really, really long time.
I
Oh.
tried to.
Oh, but just for old time's sake.
By the
It's been an
Septarian.
old time.
It's been
long
a very old time. Thank
Mhm.
God.
And
How
as
was-
you begin to think about
Open the spigot of wine.
all of those old times,
But where's my water?
we leave Mack's public house. We drift off as you begin to tell this story to each other, and we go back a long way. We go back about 10 years. And we see this beautiful kind of mountain vale as a number of figures that look slightly different than what we've talked about. We see a number of figures in a merchant's establishment. Just kind of like almost a shack that's like an ice cabin that can be easily put up and taken down and moved about as needed. And we see a post on the wall asking for adventurers to assist the conservation service in the National Conservation Service of the eastern continent of Almira to assist in an adventure into the wilds, essentially protecting one of the conservationists while they go out and do their job for the kingdom and for the region. And they have this sign up, and you all have seen this in taverns posted around. And for the first time, we meet you in your very first adventure together. And for each of you, your very first adventure. So people look a little different. And as we're all huddled into this little merchant's tent, almost this merchant's shack, you can please go back through and describe your character. Ben, we'll start with you this time, going backwards.
Sure.
How do you look different? What is yet to change, I suppose?
Sure. Yeah. So Mo is slimmer than he now is. He hasn't sort of achieved this sort of like mountainous bulk that he has perfected over the 10 or so years since. A lot fewer tattoos, many fewer scars, no beard, just like a little bit of scruff on his chin. Has a great axe that is probably a little bit too big for him. And wears, instead of sort of the nicer trappings of someone who has made a good life for themselves, or even a wealthy one, he wears, simple furs to keep warm. And I think most notably is smiling more freely and just like a little bit more boisterous than he is in our previous setting.
Wonderful. And sitting next to you, kind of in this just waiting area, waiting for your guide to appear, Katie, if you want to describe Penny.
Yeah. Penny is sitting up very straight with her hands clasped in her lap. She has her spell book under one arm. She has a very tightly braided pleat of incredibly mousy brown hair. Her eyes are also brown. She's got a smattering of freckles and cheekbones that no one would write anything home about. She's about 20 years old. And is wearing, I guess what you would describe as sort of like a brownish prairie dress, like very loose fitting, very comfortable. Again, nothing you'd write home about. and she is sort of tapping one foot ever so slightly with a small amount of anxiety.
Dio, tell us, we'll go with Maria. Tell us about Mina.
Mina is almost the same height, hasn't really grown a lot in the last 10 years, or if she has, it's been very small. She's probably closer to the 4 and not the 4.5 feet that she was earlier tonight. The white of her fur is a lot more pronounced. There's a lot less of that darker gray showing through. The eyes are just as bright blue, but filled with a lot more wonder and curiosity and a simple naiveness that comes with inexperience. She is sitting either on a chair or a bench, with her 2 back feet just like pressed against each other, like sitting like you would cross-legged, but not crossing your legs, just like sitting your feet together, holding on to her ankles, and the fluffy tail that ends in just a puff is just like swishing back and forth as she's just taking it in. She's wearing very simple clothes. Like, is it cold? Is it like wintry?
It's cold.
Great.
You're in like would be a region known as the Highlands, and it's like essentially very mountainous, lots of winter weather for most of the year. Talking probably covered in snow 8 months out of the year, right?
Okay, fantastic.
That kind of place.
She looks ill prepared for the weather. She is wearing like a heavier kind of parka like cloak thing over top of her, but does look essentially like she was wearing farmer's clothes underneath all of that, but doesn't seem too terribly bothered by the cold. Had natural insulation, so to speak.
There you go. And Dio, we'll actually let you introduce Whoosh now.
Thank you very much. I think Whoosh would probably be taking up 2 chairs, one to like kind of lay back in, one to keep their feet up, and they're just probably just like absent-mindedly painting on something they shouldn't be. And one thing I forgot to kind of mention earlier is that they have pupilless, clear blue eyes, like the perfect blue sky, with little white flecks kind of crossing the surface like clouds, essentially. The hair is now kind of pulled back into a afro bun. They are wearing a loose-fitting blue, gray, and white coat with a hood on it, underneath which they have some pretty simple leather armor, but it's covered in a variety of straps, pouches, and pockets, the contents of which are a mystery to all but Whoosh. Finally, you see their face, which is a mix of beautiful, handsome, and alien. Their hair, impossibly fluffy, as well as their eyebrows. Their eyebrows basically look like clouds, which stands in stark contrast to their flawless brown skin. They look as though they don't have a care in the world. They may be here for a job, but it's pretty clear that they don't actually care about that. They're just here for a new experience. Yeah.
I'm getting dragged in chat again.
I would love to keep that going unless you want to continue going, because there's about a 30-second period of looking around before Mina sees Mo and is fascinated and would approach, unless the plot demands otherwise.
Go ahead.
Okay, great. Yeah, Mina hops off of their little sit spot, and like stands directly in front of you and extends a hand with like the tail like whoops up. excitedly the ears. Oh yeah, she's got really cute ears too. They got little extra fluffs on the tips. It's just really cute. But they're all perked up. And she gives you the biggest smile and says, "Hello, my name is Philomena. Philomena. You can call me Mina. Hello.
My name is
the-
Mo.
Oh,
Great to meet you.
very good to meet you. You're the tallest person I've ever met in my life.
Oh, I'm the shortest person in my family.
Oh, I'm the tallest person in my family.
Oh, you come from a very small family.
Well, there's a lot of there's a lot of us.
So a very big, small family.
A very big, small yeah. Listen, it's the Toss Cobble is kind of we're cobbling of a bunch of I was adopted by gnomes and they just kind of adopted a lot of kids. So I was very tall and just
I
compared
love gnomes.
Oh, good.
They're my favorite people.
You might like my parents sometimes. I like
Probably
them
all the
sometimes.
times.
Well, sometimes it's okay to not like them. Sometimes, like when they get mad at you for playing music really loud, and then you have to yell and say it's art, and then they yell because it's 5 a.m. But I think you'd like them.
I don't play music, so I think I probably avoid the situation.
I do. Like leaning in.
Oh,
like
that
the
was a you
secret.
story. That was
Me.
your.
It's
I
my
understand.
I'm trying to
Yes.
get better at telling stories.
It was. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was for me to have lived. So you did a great job.
Good. And pulls out a very recognizable notebook to us from the future. It's the same one that probably has been mended over and over again, and writes down, "Make them feel like it's their story." Okay, thank you.
Yes. You want the drink?
Oh, sure. I know, like if
Pulls
there's
up a huge cask of ale that he's been traveling with, and cracks it and pours you a mug that is probably the size of your torso. You have some.
That is okay. Well,
you don't have a jacket. It's you look. Are you cold? The beer will help.
well, I'm not too cold yet. Is it going to get colder?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, it's. I feel okay. I have all of this, and just points like the face. It's kind of like a blanket everywhere. Summers are the worst. Oh, you'll get there. I can't. That's a lie. I don't know.
It's very difficult. It does not run in my lineage.
If I could give you some of mine, I would. I have too much.
It does seem like maybe in hot weather you.
It's the worst. And I think she's gonna like sit somewhere next to in like almost just on like the borderline of what might be an uncomfortable distance to a person you've just met, and start telling you about how awful the summers were on the farm and having to do all of this farm stuff. And like, I loved the animals, but my goodness, it was so hot, and you can't cool down, and like go on and on and on about like how crappy farm life is if you're completely covered in fur.
Mo is happy to listen and has zero understanding of what normal boundaries are for people, so this is totally unfazed by this, and just continues to get more drunk and laugh at the stories as
Excellent.
Time goes on.
What's Penny doing while all this is going on?
Oh, Penny isn't moving a muscle. Penny is waiting for someone to come to her and tell her what the next steps are. And she is just staring at the wall in front of her, tapping her foot, hands folded, waiting.
That is just perfect, because what Woos is painting is you. Because you're standing perfectly still and are doing a bit of a caricature work, but you kind of go like...
mean mugging.
Yeah.
Listen, Whoosh is the one who drew you with the sharp, just like jagged cheekbones that you have today.
Whoosh inspired me to become the woman that I am now.
Incredible. We have a vote in the chat for Mina for president. So
I decline.
I'll take it.
There you go. I'll be your campaign manager.
I don't think it works like that, but who knows at this point?
The Democratic Party says otherwise.
Oh no! Wait, no.
You real? Sorry.
Oh man. Anyhow, as you are all kind of, well, most of you are either getting to know one another or painting someone, or not. I guess not doing much of anything at all, being painted unawares potentially. You do hear the door opening behind you, and you hear somebody walking in, and as you turn around to see who it is, you see a tall, not particularly muscular, but like, fit enough to be doing difficult exploring work in this climate, right? So in good shape, but not like no one's out here weightlifting. This is muscle from essentially driving on the tundra, right? And anything that you have to develop just to exist out here. And you see this man turns to you, sort of elvish features, and introduces himself. Hello, my name is Ahonen Alexi, and I presume that you are all the adventurers who answered the call?
Penelope immediately stands up and sticks out her hand and says, "Hi, I'm Penny. I'm Penelope Clearwater. It is so nice to meet you. I'm really looking forward to discussing this opportunity with you. I graduated with a
Hello, my name is
3.9
Mo.
GPA.
This is my friend Mina. We've been
Hello.
talking while we wait for you.
If it's good with you and with Mo, Mina's or not? Yes, Mina is on your shoulder. It's just like right there.
We're there.
Hello.
Anyway, I've demonstrated a very solid mastery of all of the basic wizarding arts.
Excuse me, Stephen, can you stop moving so much? You were perfect just a moment ago. Just for a moment longer. I'm almost finished.
Here, I hold your things while you sit and don't move.
Penelope is so frazzled, she just sits back down.
Ahonen looks at you. Very good. We like the excitement. Thank you all.
We here to kill something? What is job?
Oh,
Ideally, no.
that's good. That's I didn't sign
What
up
kind
for
of adventure no having kill?
I did bring my resume actually, and she tries to hand a very laminated.
Don't move. Give me that.
Yeah. He like looks like he's reading it.
I reach down. I like hold on to Mo's neck and like reach down and I like pluck it. What? Whoa!
The words are so small. How she fit so many on there?
Whoa! You really went to that many schools? I didn't know that was that.
Flip it over. There's more.
Well, I mean,
You
I
speak
went.
that many languages?
I'm sorry, and I turned back to the person who just came in and said, "I'm happy to discuss any of my multitude of theses that
I guess I'm not going to finish my work today." And Whoosh puts a little signature on the wall that they were painting on and turns back to him. What are we talking about? What is this? What's going on?
Can I have my resume
Who are
back,
you?
please?
Sorry, what was your name?
Thank you.
To the person who walked in.
My name is Ahonen. I am a conservationist. I've been working with the National Conservation Society for several years now. I'm stationed up here. We have been having some issues as of late with poaching, and it's not an issue we've had for a long time, but suddenly we do seem to be having some issues. At this point, you see a second person walk into the room from out in the cold. She's also has elven features, but is femme presenting, younger for an elf, probably in mid hundreds or so, and younger for an elf, but is also just dressed in the similar kind of garb to Ahonen, and he turns around. Yes, this is Belvedere Solis. She is an assistant here and has been helping me for some time. We've been dealing with some poaching in the area, and it's almost a bit strange how proficient they are. It seems they appeared out of seemingly nowhere, and then they just suddenly know where everything is, and where to find exactly what they're looking for. And we've been trying to combat it. But right now, what we have is a little bit of a situation. I've been observing a saber-toothed tiger female that is near to giving birth.
Really?
What?
And
Make excellent skins. Not this one. Sorry, not this one. That
Oh.
not
Would make an
when
excellent
having children. That's
subject.
bad.
looks at you just a little bit suspect, but then there was like a posting on this like want ad that was very clear about what they wanted to happen. But in any case, you see Ahonen kind of turns around and says, we've been having these problems with the poachers, and they haven't done anything too crazy rash other than what they're already doing to this point. But while this tiger is out birthing her cubs, I wanted to make sure that I was there to oversee that and make sure everything's healthy and all that. And just with everything going on with these last few attacks and things, I didn't want to go out alone. So what you're being asked to do, just so we're clear, is provide security detail for myself and eventually, hopefully, a handful of perfectly healthy saber-toothed tiger cubs and their mother.
So excited.
Is that something? I mean, you're all here, so I assume you were interested to some degree, but are we all on the same page here?
Yeah, poaching is bad,
Oh,
and also
definitely.
babies are good.
So why are you
The
raising
babies
your
are
hand? Are we in
terrifying,
class?
but-
Is this
Uh,
lecture?
Wow.
Go ahead, Mina.
Does that mean that I got the
Oh, not
job?
Mina. Sorry.
I knew you meant.
That's okay.
I saw you looking at me. Does that mean that I got the job?
Well, yes. I mean,
Oh my
that's
God.
why you're here, right?
Sorry,
my
wait.
God.
Question. I
Oh my
raised
God.
hand now too.
Yeah. Sorry. It's been.
Oh, is
No
this
one-
really
Really
hard-
Raise our hands. No,
been a
I don't
really
know.
hard
She
6
do it,
months.
so I do it, because then
Oh my
yeah.
God. I think that involuntarily I just like give him a very quick hug.
he
Oh
like
my God.
hesitantly accepts this hug of like just out of just not necessarily knowing.
Let's
Very
get in on the
Oh
hug.
my God.
This seems like a real big deal for you.
It feels very unprofessional.
Penny?
It's been
I
a
don't know
really
you,
hard
boy.
6 months. It feels like it's been just like rejection after rejection after rejection, and
Oh,
congrats.
it's a very saturated market for wizards right now, especially just straight out of school. I'm really grateful, and I promise that I will be a consummate professional on the job. And I apologize for all of my emotions that are coming out right now. I'm just really happy to be here. Thank you so much.
oh,
Kind of looks
you-
like one small arrow would just end her instantly. We'll be very careful with her.
That is a very
you see,
interesting way of talking to
Penny
someone.
touches her chest, and you see like a little kind of like crackle of static as she very like unadeptly casts mage armor on herself.
It's like starting an old car. You just
Right.
Yeah.
give it a little.
Oh, no,
Come on,
that
this
is
thing's gonna turn
interesting.
her over one of these days.
Now, why couldn't you do that when you were sitting still? That would have been perfect. I'm going back to my painting. They go back to add the mage armor to the paint.
Right.
Mina is gonna surprisingly gracefully and dexterously climb down off of the figure that is Mo and go over and inspect the painting while listening to Ahonen.
Incredible. So Ahonen looks over after having this conversation, turns around to who he identified as Belvedere. Bel, can you not most of them seem to be relatively prepared. Does anyone need furs, anything like that? Keeping
Yes,
warm.
I
It
have
is going to be
spares.
extremely it is going to be extremely cold here. We have various sizes if that helps.
Oh,
Wait,
well,
why is it
there's
going to
been-
be cold? Are we going someplace cold? Which did not really just skimmed over the details.
You're in
Colder-
someplace extremely cold right now. Like
colder than
Oh,
it is now.
colder than here?
Colder than now.
yes.
This is pretty warm.
Oh.
Warm.
He like looks you over for a minute. What like species do you present as? Like,
Goliath.
yeah. So he like looks over
Big.
at you questioningly, like, "Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. That tracks." And then directs attention to the others.
Yeah, you said cold in the listing, so I bring a bunch of thinking it be actual cold, but it's not. This is actually quite warm. I am sweating for most of my travels. So new friends, I guess. Well, new friend and I assume new friend, and maybe
Oh, I'd
you
love to be
aren't
your friend.
so stiff. We can figure out how to be friend. I mean, your painting is beautiful. We will certainly be friends.
Oh, thank you. Do you want a hug as well? Is this a hugging thing?
I don't really do hugs.
Oh, understood.
Yeah, mostly I hurt people sometimes by accident. It's safer this way for you. I actually am probably on some emotional level starved for touch, but that's for a different time. Goliath.
If the other wants to hold my hand, you can. It's soft, I promise. And we'll just do like a grabby hand next to you, but not like actually grabbing your hand.
I don't want to hurt you. You're so small.
Oh, well, you can just, I'll hold.
Maybe
Can
you
I
hold
I
my hand.
Okay, and I'll just hold 2 of your fingers.
Perfect.
Wait a second. Can I hold your hand? They do look very soft. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Oh, they are very soft.
So you get a couple of sideways glances from Belle and Ahonen.
I do, if it's going to be colder, I might need one, actually.
I'd take a small, like one shoulder's worth of fur and just like plop what is probably like 30 pounds of material on you.
I'm so much warmer now.
She's good.
I'm gonna let go of the hand so I can.
Which one of us are you trying to get to ask you for something?
Well,
Oh, you need fur here, and I throw another one.
yes, thank you. I didn't want to be intrusive. But I really only have this, and she pulls out this sort of like leather light vest situation. And yeah, thank you so much. I will return it, and I appreciate that you trust me enough to lend your possessions to me. I will take the utmost care and responsibility, and if anything happens to it, I promise that I will replace it with something of equal or greater value.
Penny is going to give me an aneurysm.
I love her. Thank you. I love her.
I killed this on the way here. It's fine. You can keep it.
Oh my
Wait,
god. Oh,
you
thank
killed
you
that
so
and made that
much.
on the way here?
Oh, I've been traveling for multiple weeks, so yes.
That's such a long time.
Impressive.
I will return it. I don't like to be indebted to others. Thank you.
You're already
What is
indebted enough to
indebted?
the state.
I have student loans on my fuck that.
I did see how many schools you went to.
I never understood
And none
student
of them
loans.
were
Just don't
public.
pay them.
Yeah, you just see like FAFSA everywhere.
I have nightmares of FAFSA.
Oh, God. The Dark Wizard FAFSA.
He owns a small portion of my soul.
There's a somewhere in this series there's going to be a lich named FAFSA.
Oh,
my
boy.
goodness, please.
Like half spider.
We'll make a note of it. There we go. So as you are in this place and you've exchanged some furs that you'll be able to stay warm on this journey.
It's very important. Did they have it in my colors? Blue, gray, white?
There's nothing in your colors.
I have brown and darker brown, but
I'll
mine
take
is warmer than theirs.
I'll take the brown.
It's really warm.
And we're going to for sure see some saber cat kittens, right? I have this idea for a tableau that would just be so adorable, so beautiful.
I don't have to be anywhere near the small things, right? I can stay away from them. The babies, they scare me. They're so fragile. You just kill them by accident.
You're just here to make sure I'm not getting shot at.
Oh, that I'm perfect. Excellent.
We are on a bit of a time crunch here. This could be happening truly within the next anywhere between the next few hours and a day.
Oh, okay, let's walk.
So we should get a move on.
As we're heading out, I shake everyone's hand individually and say, I'm looking forward to working with you.
I hold yours with my 2 small, and I just kind of hold it for a while and say, "You make me so nervous."
I'm so sorry. I will try my best
No.
to not make you nervous.
I just take your hand, and these are just so soft, but you can feel like there's some actual like strength that comes with someone who has grown up on a farm and just kind of shakes you a little bit and says, "Stop."
I'm sorry.
No,
I will be quiet. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
She just starts laughing.
When you go in for a handshake with Woosh, they instead just kind of slap the hand and then try to dap you up.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I very awkwardly try to mimic what you are doing, but it is a foreign movement in my body.
Oh, never
Incredible.
had it that way before, but nice. I like the uniqueness. You have an
Maybe
air
it's
of
regional.
could be. That
looked
might be.
incredibly unnatural. I don't think it is.
We'll work on it.
Well, never know.
We cut to a few
Justin's like, I can't
hours
fucking do this
later.
anymore.
Oh, Justin, I had a bit. No, I'm kidding.
We cut to a few hours later. Well, sorry, before that, as you are leaving, you see your little like sled essentially is being packed up. It's meant to be something that is moved with you, not something that you're moving on. So you will be like essentially on a march through this. It's not dense snow as of right now, and Honan explains there are some like pathways and stuff that get less snow cover, and that's what you'll be taking to get to where he believes this site is going to be. But as you're packing up to go, you're walking.
Okay.
And as you leave, you also see Belle go out and put together what looks to be kind of her own pack and things like that. And then you also see in the kind of behind the shack area, some of you may have noticed it on your approach, or you may not have. Perhaps you got here too early and this arrived more recently. You see a gigantic like snowy owl, but like it is a snowy owl, and then it is the size of, an elephant. It is massive. And you see it is like currently set with a saddle. And you see that along with a small kobold that you see interacting with Belle as they are putting things together for presumably their own rounds of some sort.
By the Septarian, look at this glorious creature! Immediately pulls out the notebook, starts sketching to make some artwork later. Just gotta get down to likeness. Excuse me, person there next to the magnificent creature. Would you mind going astride this owl? I feel like you just look dashing up there.
Don't you have somewhere to be? And just like turns back to like this little kobold turns back to working on what they're working on, just kind of strapping things onto this beast.
I lean down to Whoosh and I whisper, "You want me to kill him?"
No, there's no need for that.
Okay.
Look, sometimes people take a little bit of warming up to me. Excuse me, sorry. I tend to get a little bit carried away. My name is Whoosh. Well, really it's Whoosh. But that's a bit of a mouthful. You can just call me Whoosh. What's your name?
Give me a persuasion check really quick.
I'm going to loom directly
by the
behind
way,
Whoosh for the entirety of this interaction.
We are an hour
glare.
into the game. Go ahead and roll with advantage for help action there.
Yes.
We are an hour into the game. This is our first roll.
Yay!
Holy shit.
I expect
As
nothing
it
less.
should be.
I rolled very low. That is a 10.
Okay. On a 10, you just see them kind of look at you a bit quizzically, and just without really saying anything else, they just say, "Caesar," and they turn back and start fiddling with their stuff again. You do see your party is now starting to move along and walk away as you begin heading out to this quest. You get a good sense, these people work here. If you really wanted to, you could probably come back to it.
Gotcha.
Giggling at chat. Absolute unit owl as the incredible. a few hours into your travels, you are startled by a strange, it's not quite a howl, it's almost more like a groan. There's a
Penelope immediately.
With my experience with on the farm with all of the animals, does this sound like perhaps the sounds of a birthing imminence
So,
creature?
make a quick nature or just a nature check. Just
Okay.
Yeah.
La 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 la. Great, 7.
You don't think it's you don't. First of all, Ahonen hasn't like mentioned that you're in the area where you should be expecting it, and
Right.
he seems to hear it too and be listening out for it. You don't know. You don't think it's that necessarily.
I did
It's-
so much school. Can I also do a check for something?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Nature as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do think because we're rocking low intelligence, they are gonna point and say, "I think it's over there."
I have proficiency in animal handling. Can I?
If you'd like to make an animal
it's a
handling
plus
check,
0.
that works too.
Nice,
Proficiency to get to +0.
Yeah,
very good, very good.
it's a 2. I think it's dying.
It might be.
Katie, what'd you roll?
Oh, a 7.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell. There's some wind here. You're having difficulty hearing in general, but you just do hear that kind of groaning sound. But Ahonen, you see a panicked look, and then just turns around to each of you and says, "With me, please, if you don't mind." Slight detour, and starts running off into this kind of segmented area where you see these this wooded space, and you have a visual of the scene when you arrive, as you see a triggered, snapped bear trap, and you notice that first because you notice the blood, as you then see the polar bear that is sheet white and the same color as the snow around it, that is trapped in this clamp currently. And you hear Ahonen, "God, these damn poachers," and immediately runs over to this thing, but then just out of sheer panic as he approaches this creature, a clubbed arm just swings out one of its legs and just hits him right in the side of the head, and he doesn't look like he's been scratched or anything, clawed away or torn, but immediately dizzily kind of falls over to the side. And I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative really quick.
Oh, nat 20. That's a terrible
Actually,
use of a
that's-
nat 20.
He's very strong. He should be dead. That's impressive. I've seen people lose whole head just like that.
Good. Maybe I should just not roll these dice ever again.
Incredible. What do we have? So Katie, 20,
22 with the +2, but yeah.
22. Katie's gonna go first.
17.
17. Dio, what'd you roll? Oh, you're suddenly muted. Uh-oh.
The cold ate Dio's voice. Hun.
Maria, what'd you roll really quick?
8.
Okay. Dio, if you can see if you can figure that out in a second, we'll let you know when we hear you again. But as what could that be? Have you tried turning it off and on again? or unplugging
Well,
it and plugging it back in.
I recognize that beautiful, beautiful visage of a Yeti. Those things are temperamental as hell when it comes to their dongles and their cords. It might be an issue. Just plug it back in. Unless Video Ninja's being a butt.
Incredible. So as you see this kind of intense scene, what we're going to do, this isn't necessarily going to be combat. This creature is just trapped and in a lot of pain. So what we're looking for here, you can tell what Ahona wanted to do was immediately help it, but maybe jumped in a little too soon. But this creature is also very panicked and may react in certain ways depending on what you all do. So at the top of initiative, we're going to have Penny.
Okay. I can't heal. I'm not good at, I can do a lot of things, but I can't. Okay. Penny is going to cast Mage Hand so that she can get some sort of grip on the trap without getting close to the creature, and see if she can't unstick anything from a distance.
Okay, so you're say it again. You're mage handing to see if you can get any leverage on the trap.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say normally mage hand is a 5-pound weight limit, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And so this is gonna be tough to do.
10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Yeah.
So it is going to be tough to do. I mean, you need a significant amount of force to clamp onto a bear, an unwilling participant in that, right?
I was thinking more about clamping onto the trap and force
right, but the trap needs to have a significant amount of force in order to do that. But you can do that in conjunction with something else if you'd like. If there's a different way you'd want to use that, or if you want to pivot, you can.
Oh, well, I do a lot of damage and not a lot else. Yeah, no.
Free the bear from this mortal coil.
I cast Firebolt. No. Okay. I guess I'm gonna use my mage hand to pet it and try to calm it down. Then.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna say either make an animal handling check, but use your intelligence.
Okay.
Or just roll. You can roll spellcasting if you want.
Okay. Let's do that. 16.
Okay. On a 16, it doesn't know where this is coming from, which is a little bit unnerving to this wild animal. But there is just a certain soothing to it, and you see it's at least confused enough not to be flailing anymore.
Okay.
But it does see 4 people approaching, and it is trapped and in pain.
This would technically be 2 actions, but what are the odds I could also message it just saying, it's okay, hi, hey, you're gonna be
You could also
okay."
just say that out loud.
That's fair. I could say it out loud. I say it out loud. They're there. You're all right. Everything's fine. You're gonna be okay. I don't know if it helps. It might hurt.
Yeah, I think on the 16 you're okay for now, and I think it does settle just a little bit before whatever happens next.
I don't speak fair.
Dio, what did you actually roll?
I got an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm switching to physical dice now.
Excellent. Good call. That's the move. Ben, Mo, what does Mo do as he sees this?
So Mo is going to essentially get low to become. Yeah, I know it's been. I know I said it and I was like, oh,
get low, get Mo.
Get Mo. To the window!
To the bear!
To the wind, Mo!
And so he's going to basically just sort of try to sidle up to the bear trap, and is prepared to take a swipe if it comes to it, but is going to then just crank the bear trap open, and assuming that works, just back up with it.
Now back it
Yeah,
up.
they're essentially just trying to
just
rip
rip
the trap open.
The trap open.
Go ahead and just make a straight up. We'll call it athletics.
Athletics. Okay. Okay, that's not terrible. 19.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. I roll with advantage. One moment.
Do you roll with advantage or only when
19.
you're raging?
It
doesn't matter, you got a
advantage on
19.
athletics is what it says.
I generally think it's advantage on athletics
Also-
while you're raging.
Is it also acrobatics while you're raging? Because I have advantage. for
No,
both.
it's like it's
No.
strength checks.
Yeah.
I think.
This is
Yeah, it's
You
Is
get
it a background
advantage on
thing?
dex saves for it might be
you get advantage on dex saves for the
danger
danger
sense?
sense thing.
danger
Yeah.
sense, yeah.
This is just acrobatics. I have advantage on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't know.
it's thing then.
This is
Maybe
the
it's
new
something else.
version of barbarian that I'm significantly less familiar with.
We're new here.
Yeah,
don't
we're
even
all
know what
we're
this
all new
game
to
is.
this.
Someone gave me these.
I actually think this is my first time not playing with 5e rules.
Yeah.
No, the
Welcome.
little tech check that we did.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
So Milladeth was in
The
2024.
second time.
Yeah. But anyhow, not many of us have done much of this. So
We're doing great.
You have powerful build advantage to end the grappled condition, and then when you so it's specifically advantage to end the grappled condition.
Rad.
So
Either way, the first roll is the higher one, so 19.
right. But now we know.
Yes.
And then when you're
Well, you
raging,
know.
I believe you have advantage on
Yeah.
all
Those are
strength
the
checks.
normal
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. On a 19, you begin to pry this open, but I'm gonna say because my DCs are tiered, so I'm gonna say on a 19, you are able to open it up, but not without alerting it to your presence, and it is gonna take a swing at you.
I have an additional question then.
Do you have an additional question?
I have, well, it's I have a bonus action that I was sort of saving in the back of my head in case I wasn't able to just immediately sort of pry it off and get the heck out. Can I use Cloud's Jaunt?
What does Cloud's Jaunt do?
So one of my supernatural boon from my like Cloud Giant heritage is that as a bonus action, I can just Misty Step 30 feet away to an unoccupied space that I can see.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a quick, just flat luck check to see if this thing is gonna swing before you have removed the cage or not.
Rad.
So just go ahead and roll a d20.
It
and tell
is
me what you
getting a
got.
really nice little back scratches right now.
Gotta add those scars someday.
Well, that's a 5. Which I believe is the luckiest of numbers, therefore it ignores me.
That's what I heard with the song. 5 is the luckiest number.
That's right. Yeah,
That's how
I've
the song
heard that
goes,
too.
That's how the song went.
Yeah.
That's a very true
I
thing that I've
think
heard.
that is how that goes.
I did
Uh,
school, and I can confirm that is how that song goes.
Great. Excellent.
Incredible.
So the bear's free and I don't get swiped. Amazing.
I love that.
So my failure threshold was literally 1 through 5.
God damn it.
Because of the
Wow.
stretches, I gave you an extra 5. It was going to be 1 through 10, but we gave you the extra 5 for scritches. But I am going to go ahead and have it take a swing. Does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
Oh wow! So this polar bear just swings. It rolled an 8 on the die. Yeah, he's very upset.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a brutal modifier.
I
But
just flex
as
my
you-
pecs into the claw.
As you pull this bear trap off of the bear, and then Misty Step away, just as it swings, it looks like it's about to like clobber you in the face and just tear the front of your face off, and then you're not there anymore, and you're 30 feet away. We are not quite out of the woods yet. This bear is still very upset and very hurt, and in the middle of the woods with 4 strangers around it, one of which just approached it. And while it is free, I don't know if you've ever had something removed from you that has been stabbed into you. It's painful. So there is a little bit of issue here. So we'll go ahead. Whoosh, what you got?
Whoosh sees all this happening. Kind of feels like they got this. They're gonna hide,
Incredible.
and they're gonna
Take a stealth
Setting a
roll.
precedent.
Do little
I
steps.
love it.
What I do? Oh, okay, that's a 16.
Okay. Yeah, on a 16, you kind of just slide off behind a tree, and you're able to like take your little notebook out and sketch a little bit.
This is a unique scene. I have to make sure I preserve it.
While you're over there, go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh, with pleasure. Yep, not using digital dice this time. I've learned my lesson. Let's go with a nice metal dice.
Oh, that's a good
Okay.
thunk.
So apparently, it doesn't
That was
matter
a
which
good
dice I
thunk.
use. That's a
Oh,
9.
no.
That's a flat 9.
Well, Emily Axford would say it's your fault for using metal dice, but you know, it is
I
what
bow to
it
her
is.
wisdom.
But in any case, on a 9, I'm going to tell you what you don't see. Off, in the just a few feet away into the brush, you see what's left of a camp. Or you don't see.
Don't see.
What's behind your periphery is like a little camp set up. Someone has been here recently. But you are able to Mo, you're able to secure the trap. Whoosh, you're able to get a nice little sketch in from a safe distance. The scritches are working wonders for this poor polar bear. And Mina, what it is your turn. What are you doing?
Excellent. Mina knows what to do when animals are not in good condition, and that's make them feel better. So what I want to try to do, because I picked the touch version of this, I need to get close to this polar bear. I don't want it to hit me. I don't know how to do that other than try to go pretend to be so small and go around to the back. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Flavor wise, Mina is running on all fours because she does that when she's nervous.
Would you like
but,
to make stealth or deception?
Bless you for giving me a choice. I'm gonna try to do stealth, I think. And I'm gonna do the opposite of Dio and go to digital dice because my physical ones are shit. I got a 10.
I wish you would. Oh, no.
No, it was not good.
Are the scritches just so distracting that Mina rolls with advantage? What?
Ooh,
What?
tough
Huh?
sell.
What?
Interesting.
They're good scritches.
They're really good scritches.
Have you ever been
I-
properly scritched, Justin? That shit's distracting.
Had a nice proper scritch.
A good scritching sesh.
You know what
It
I'm
looks
talking
like you're
about.
due for one.
Yeah, if Justin says no to this, then he's definitely due for some scritching.
I know a great parlor we can get a nice good scritch.
Oh, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Incredible. So
Great, well, I rolled a 10, so which is not good. It's I've
on
heard
a
this not good.
10. On a 10, we'll say with the scritches thrown in, I had moved our failure point a little bit.
Mhm.
On a 10,
To
it is
11?
distrustful.
Okay, great.
It has not immediately swiped at you, but there is enough going on, and it's feeling the release of that pressure and the implement from the trap.
As a result of the good scritching.
I was thinking the same thing, but
I
I
saw it on
wasn't
your
going to say it.
Somebody
fucking help me.
Can I touch the butt then?
Yeah, you can touch the butt.
She's gonna
Go
touch
ahead.
Okay, great.
and,
I'm gonna
roll
touch
your
the butt.
healings.
She touched
And
the
I'm
butt.
gonna cast Cure Wounds.
And now we have to go find Nemo.
That was
Yeah.
almost full. There's a
so
total of
good.
16.
Healing
Two
is actually
without-
good now. Holy
Hell
shit,
yeah.
guys!
Let's go. Cure Wounds is 2d8, everybody, at level 1.
Wow.
Fuck yeah!
Gotta love it.
Incredible. You put a healing mechanic in a game, and now it finally works.
Wow.
So 16. I mean, you touch the butt, but as you touch the
The
butt,
bear butt, even.
the bear butt.
Touch the
As-
bear butt while it gets scritched.
It's very hard to resist the bear butt.
as
We're not
you
going to
touch-
shame it. This bear's into whatever it's into.
Oh, no.
As you
Loves
touch
me
the
a
bear butt, what you actually see is it immediately like tenses and like swings its head around to try to look
I'm
behind it.
making,
It
like-
can't quite
like-
get there.
Like those, like kind of like
You're doing kitty
shushing, like
kitty
kind of like this.
biscuits.
Making
Yeah.
biscuits?
No. Like when you talk to like a small child or an animal who doesn't understand like spoken word, and you're just trying to like soothe them. I'm making like soothing like animal noises, like you would talk to like a horse or like animals, like a cow. You know, farm animals, not a polar
Right.
bear. But you know, work with what you got.
Yeah,
I mean,
do what
They're-
you
they share a common ancestor,
Mooing
right?
loudly at a polar bear to calm it down.
Is that what you- hey, polar bear, knock knock. Who's there?
Pink polar
Interrupting
bear.
cow.
Polar bear. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, just like making like generally like soothing-ish noises. Also is terrified.
Also is terrified.
Me,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
me.
totally fair. As you do, it jerks in such a way that your hand moves from its spot a little bit, and you're closer to that arm up front, that front leg, that front leg, and closer to where the injury is, and that healing magic starts to sink in and soothe, and very quickly this creature realizes that you are not there to hurt it, and we have successfully made it through this this little skill challenge
I
here.
forget the mundane shit you do at
Excellent.
level 1.
Listen,
Yeah.
I could have come out swinging a lot harder.
Oh yeah.
You literally
Bear
give
could
us
kill us.
one enemy who's fighting with some competence, and we're all just.
We're dead.
Oh,
Who
don't
here has
worry,
more
kids.
than a
We'll
single
get there.
digit of hit points, by the way? Who has more than a single digit of hit points? That expected.
Yeah, I got 15.
I got
Wow.
-1 con, y'all.
Beefy boy
Double
over
digit?
here.
Double-digit hit points in this economy?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
With rage, I think I probably have more HP than y'all combined.
Combined, yep.
There's a good chance.
It is just really unfortunate what you can be born into advantage wise in this economy. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people
I was
are-
just born
some
into
people
a
come with
thick
privilege.
HP pool.
Thick with 2 C's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. And as you kind of settle down and the bear kind of just walks off into the woods, you do see Ahonen wakes up from his
Right. Yeah, I go over and I like pat his face, like soft, like poo, 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 poo. They wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
from
wake
his unintentional slumber.
up, wake up. Are you okay?
And comes to ow. Where
You're talking, so you're okay. That's what I learned.
Where,
That's what my
where
parents
is it?
taught me.
Is
We
everything
had
okay?
we had to kill the bear. I'm very, very sorry.
No,
looks at you
I'm
horrified.
kidding. I opened it up. It's fine.
The
I hate
bear?
I'm holding the trap. You're looking at. Look at my hands.
I
Sorry.
hate it.
You got hit
got
really
it.
hard. I'm very sorry.
Penny helped you.
Well, I was just wondering. Our job is to protect you, and you got hurt in the job. So I want to get ahead of any sort of.
No. He ran in
performance-
without communicating with us. This is very much his problem. Not you.
I
No,
just-
he's-
no,
I really need this
he's-
job.
He's right.
no. If
It's-
he
this
fires
one's-
you, we have big issue. You did great.
That's true.
Okay.
turns out
We all
Mo is a
contribute.
union boss.
Yeah. Blue saunters up from the tree that they were hiding behind. It's like, yes,
Listen,
we all
HP
contributed
pool.
equally.
I just know
Oh.
that performance improvement is code for your
No,
on the
your
way
performance
out. So
fantastic.
oh good.
You did great.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, you did a
Yeah,
fantastic
he's-
job. We all did
he's
well
right.
equally.
That was I got ahead of myself. I
Yeah, he-
appreciate.
Maybe
Wow,
next
you
time
guys really.
you tell us before you run in and get hit in face.
Yeah. Maybe next time I don't get hit in.
Maybe
face.
next time I run in, I get hit in face.
Right.
That's what
Ooh,
you
that
pay
would be
me
good.
for.
Although it was
Right,
quite a
right.
sight. I'm surprised it didn't take your head off. That you have a great propensity for taking damage.
Are
Call
we
it a
being
thick
paid
skull.
to get hit in the face? Is that part of?
I
the
Oh,
job?
I
think
hope
we're
not.
getting-
This This
We're getting
can't
paid to keep
take damage.
him from getting hit in the face.
Okay.
In the
If
future.
your
Thank you.
particular method of keeping me from getting hit in the face is getting hit in the face
It's
yourself,
not.
that's
It's
up to
really
you.
not.
I do that.
I'm not
me.
expecting that of anyone. Okay,
Okay.
the goal is that nobody gets hit in the face. But if you would prefer to get hit in the face, I'm
I
sure
don't.
it can be arranged.
I
Okay.
really, really
I
don't.
volunteer.
Wait, to do hitting or get hit?
Yes. And I'll just like bap your hand.
This is
No,
not so
I'm
bad.
ferocious. I'm just
excuse
it's
me,
so,
no.
it hurts so hard.
Very ferocious. Very ferocious, Mina.
Okay.
No, you wouldn't mind if I keep that bear trap, would you?
I was planning to carry it, but if you want it, please.
Oh, if you want it, by all means.
no, if you want it, you can have. It's not mine.
I just might have some use for it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Wonderful.
Are there tracks? I want to see if there's footprints. Maybe someone placed trap on the ground. I can find.
It's been snowing here for quite some time. You get the sense, looking around, there are no tracks of a humanoid. You just see the bear tracks walking away.
But Justin, I have -2 to perception. I think I'm going to find. I'm pretty sure I'm going to find.
I love that confidence.
I'm not going to let you roll because this is exactly the kind of time where you'd get 2 nat 20s.
Yes.
Oh, you can feel it. You can feel it brewing, the energy.
I rolled a 17 and a 1. So you would.
Okay, well there's going to be a disadvantage. So there's your 1.
Let's
So there's your
go.
-1, your -1 perception check.
They placed the trap on the ground before it was snowing so much. Very difficult to find footprints. These are smart poachers.
Yeah, and this isn't a typical pathway or cross through for any animals, but this bear is recently taking up residence here. It's hard to believe they managed to figure out where this was so quickly. Sorry,
Can I
not what I'm paying you
roll-
guys for. Go ahead.
Can I roll in my mind palace of many school information and
Many school information.
many school information
Much
and
school.
see
There
if I
you go.
can, because it sounds like this is unusual, and I'm wondering if this is triggering any sort of like Bell's
You can
knowledge.
make a, let's call it a insight check, or no, I think it is going to be an insight check.
Okay, all right, let's see. 5. I'm very insightful.
It's difficult to say. You know, here's what you do know. It has been mentioned in passing twice that these poachers seem to just have a leg up and know where things are, even having just recently arrived in the picture. So there's something to that more than likely, but nothing that you're immediately landing on as an explanation.
I would like to do a detect magic.
Okay. Ritual it, or
It is a ritual, but I mean, unless I'm told that I don't have time to do that, in which case, I won't do it.
if you're telling him what you're trying to do,
Yep.
then he'll allow that. He'll
Okay.
allow for time for that.
Cool.
Can I
Whilst
do
he's
a
doing
little
that,
a little look around, just do like tramps around and see if there's
Yeah,
anything
go ahead and do
interesting.
perception or investigation.
can I talk to is Belvedere?
So
with
they're
us?
not there. It's just Ahonen and you guys.
Gotcha. Then can I just speak to Ahonen?
Yeah.
Ahonen, this is, and forgive me if I'm maybe making too much out of nothing, but you've mentioned before that it's very strange that they seem to know all these things. Just out of curiosity, do you happen to have any enemies, people that you may be pissed off recently?
I don't really talk to many people. It's just I mean, there's about 5 of us total that work at the Conservation Society. Most of the time, it's just me and Belle and I think you met Caesar on the way out.
Oh my god, the owl did it. Sorry, that was Katie. That wasn't Penelope.
No, that was Penny.
Yeah. Oh my god, I solved it, guys.
Of course, the owl.
Just
So
face palm myself into oblivion.
It's usually just the three of us. And then occasionally we'll have some volunteers coming to help out with things like this. So not that I can recall, but there's always some reason for these kinds of attacks. They're typically for money, and if they're backed well enough, maybe they have some kind of ability to divine what's happening. I'm not sure.
You said volunteers, and you kind of looked significantly at us. This
Oh,
is
you're not
paid position,
volunteering.
right?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, just confirming, because I said I would get hit in the face for you, but not for free.
Hot.
Penny would have taken the job just to get it on her resume. Unpaid or paid.
Being paid in
I just
experience.
wanted to travel.
If Penny doesn't want her money, she wants unpaid internship, I will take her salary.
Penny
as well.
didn't say that out loud.
But I
We all
intuited
infer it.
Oh, we all
Every
know.
one of you
We can all
independently,
tell.
every one of you independently thinks to yourself, this looks like the kind of kid that would go for an unpaid internship.
Yeah.
Maybe when he says volunteers and looks a little quizzically at you all, maybe he's looking specifically at Penny.
Penny is not paying any attention to this because she has drawn a circle in the dirt and she is sitting cross-legged in the middle of it going, okay, like very anxiously. And I know this is a 10-minute ritual, but it does take her about 12 minutes and 45 seconds to complete.
Incredible.
That's fine. There are not babies that will die because this takes too long.
As you're casting the ritual, as you have this conversation, what did Mina roll on?
Wouldn't you like to know? It was a 6.
Yeah, it's the same kind of issue, right? Like, there's not really any tracks. It's the wood coverage.
Cool plant.
Do
I find cool, I'm finding something that I'm not looking for a cool plant, but I am looking for a peace treaty to give Penny because Penny seems stressed. So I'm looking for like a flower or equivalent because it's snowy.
You see,
I get distracted halfway through looking for something important and I'm trying to find a gift to give to Penny.
You see a handful of almost like it looks like frost for a moment, but creeping up the side of one of the trees are these little fungi that are just like ice white, and they're like nothing you've ever seen before, but they're just little mushrooms, little ice mushrooms.
I do a little scoop and I like jauntily jog over and like in your circle like you're like 1240 in your preparation, I just shove it down in front of your face and I said, I got this for you.
Penny is frozen because she doesn't want to be rude to a coworker, but also knows that she needs to complete this ritual.
Oh,
and
did I finish and then I'll give it to you. It's a surprise.
Oh thank God. Andrew finishes up the ritual.
Okay, yeah. And when you detect magic, you don't detect any spells here. But you do detect it's almost like what's left of an aura of some degree. But you detect some like celestial presence here in the last, I don't know, half a day.
Are there any beings of celestial ancestry that you know of that live in the area? Because I am getting a hint of celestial, so to speak.
Celestial?
I know it's confusing to me as well, but it is what I'm picking up. And while I'm not great at this, I'm not bad at it, but this is one of the more recent things that I've learned how to do. I am very confident that once I have completed the ritual that the answers that I receive are I can promise with 97%.
Penny.
Okay.
Penny, remind me to go over a breathing exercise with you later. That might help you.
Okay.
So-
I write down in my notebook. Remind, breathing, exercise.
Focus
Ahonen
very
looks at
slowly
you.
presses a large mug of beer at me. He's like, maybe you'll need this.
Honestly,
I'm
I
holding
agree.
mushrooms and beer, and I'm just like
Look, I'll
breathing
hold
heavily,
it.
trying to keep everyone happy.
Give me the mushrooms for a moment. Take a drink. Don't.
Yeah, I'll
don't
take a
ex-
notebook. Take a little
Penny
drink.
is about to enter her Glastonbury era.
After depositing the mushrooms, I'm going over to Ahonen and looking up expectantly, trying to hear what he has to say, because that's happening.
Yeah, so as you mentioned this celestial presence, I did roll. Ahonen looks and just kind of is a bit confused, and it looks like there's something just in the corner of his mind that he can't get to. I don't know why there would be a celestial presence, but I'll make note of it, and we'll keep an eye out in the future for anything. And then he is kind of shaking himself off, brushing the powdery snow off of himself, and getting ready to move on.
Penny drinks the entire mug of beer, and then
Ooh.
Make a
turns,
Constitution saving throw.
turns
slow
to-
down. Oh,
turns
boy.
to Mo,
Whoa,
goes,
whoa, whoa.
how does this work? And then I'll make a Constitution saving
How does
throw.
alcohol work? Oh my gosh. You and I need to go
Oh,
out when we get back to
17.
civilization.
I got a 17.
On a
Listen.
17,
She's a
not
soldier.
only are you like not immediately knocked on your ass for the largest possible first swig of alcohol in your life, but it honestly, there's just a little bit of the neuroses going away, just the slightest bit. Like it's all still there, but maybe it's just your faculties not all being present all at once right now.
I mean, I saw Mo drinking a lot of it, and I thought that I assumed that was the right
many-
amount to be drinking.
How many fingers am I holding up?
2.
How many
Technically, it's
fingers?
5.
4.
He's got 5 on his
Well,
hand.
Well, that's-
Sure.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Well, 4 up and then 1 tucked.
Oh.
And then now
Now?
there's another one that's up on the other hand. And now you got 2 on each hand, and 1 is facing outward and 1 is facing inward.
You are very fun people. I just want to say that right now.
Should we
I mean,
go?
well,
We should probably
I'm-
go, right?
I am impressed.
Ahonen's like several steps ahead of all of you.
Yeah, Ahonen's leaving us
And-
behind.
oh, there he goes, off by himself
Let's
again.
go.
That's what the face goes. We got to go.
Ahonen, while we walking, I have a question for you. Well, 2 questions for you. How long you say this been happening for?
I mean, it's really only been a couple of months. It started very slow, but recently, I think within the last couple of weeks, we've had more incidents.
Okay.
And not a single celestial has come into town recently. that you can
strangers,
think
just-
of. Or just a regular
Yeah.
stranger
Maybe a new person come to work at
with a hint of celestial.
Or
Inside
maybe
of them.
someone who's been working there. Maybe it's a little bit unhappy.
I mean,
with
it's
the way
only
things
it's only
operated.
the 3 of us, and I've known Belle for a long time. Caesar's a little newer, but I mean,
And the owl's not a secret god, right?
Good question.
you mentioned the owl.
Mm.
Oh my god, was I right? It was a fucking owl.
So, fun little above table fact here. We'll go above table really quick. In the new monster manual, most of
Oh
the
my God.
giant birds, like giant eagle, giant owl, giant vulture, etc., they're no longer beasts. They are in fact celestials.
Yep.
It's all the schools I went to, baby.
I knew.
You went to that new school, the one that opened in like 2024.
Yep.
Which is 1,100 years in the future.
It's where I did
Yeah.
my post-grad thesis.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
no,
they really swapped some
1,500
stuff
years in the
around,
future.
called some things the same thing, but changed it
Yeah.
drastically.
So
I should have
with
known.
that
If they didn't like
called
me, they must
shot-
be evil.
Yeah, with that called shot, absolutely no roll necessary. You mentioned the owl, but that's not possible. I mean, I've known Belle for years, and this has only been happening the last couple of months. Like,
People change.
But who was riding? Wasn't there another person riding the owl?
Well, Caesar's newer,
Yeah.
but I mean, Belle vouched for him. I mean, she's known him a long
So
time.
Belle
that
vouched
sounds
for
a
him,
little bit
and now
suspicious
he
to
brings a giant
me.
owl.
Yeah, hold on. Your
Make-
friend is killing the animals, dude.
It's
What
kind
the
of
fuck?
sounds.
We're gonna make a group persuasion check here.
Okay.
I'm gonna have all 5 of you roll a persuasion check, and we'll take essentially the median result.
I got an 11.
I'm not rolling digital dice anymore.
Oh
I've gone
my
back to my
lord.
old ways. I almost rolled a d12.
I rolled a 1, but I'm gonna use a luck point.
Ooh, lucky.
Mm.
So I will let you do it this time, but remember, luck is different, and it's
You
just
gotta
gives
call
you
it.
advantage. And you have
Yeah.
to call it. It's a called shot now.
Oh,
But I'll let you do it.
You
This
got to
time.
be pre-lucky now.
Yeah,
That doesn't really feel
I'm
like how luck
swapping-
works.
it doesn't.
It's
It
fine.
doesn't
the
feel
big
super
die.
lucky either.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
19.
Oh, it was a
I get
good
that
choice.
for-
What are
for
we
lucky.
rolling? Persuasion.
Persuasion.
yeah,
which
your
I'm
whole
supposed to
Too
be good at.
distracted.
Your
My
whole
whole-
stick. That's what we're rolling.
21.
That is true.
Damn.
23. Big and small. We make a good team.
Just surround sound. It's your fucking friend.
Except
That's
his siblings would try to blame them. Would say that someone's fine, but actually they were setting fire to the barn the whole time. That's
I've
kind of
had-
what it feels like here.
Siblings killed my siblings before.
What?
you what?
It's different in the north.
Whoosh, what did you roll?
I got a 7 total.
And KT.
11.
Okay. So I mean, we're right around in like that 16-ish range for an average here. So it takes a moment, and he's just—it's a little bit of disbelief. There's got to be an explanation.
Well, right. People
Maybe
do
his friend
things.
sucks.
Well, and maybe people do. I mean, there's always a reason for something, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't think maybe they're doing it for a reason
Peer
that you don't
pressure?
understand.
Money.
Well,
I went to
and maybe
college.
there's-
I know
Yeah.
peer
It's
pressure.
probably
Well,
money.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
I
what if
gotta agree with
she's
Mo here.
doing it for a good reason, or like what if there's something we don't understand yet? You know, she doesn't necessarily need to be bad.
I think his friend sucks.
But if she's bad, it's probably money.
Caesar was very rough around the edges. I do have to agree.
Yeah, that guy was a dick.
Yeah, he didn't seem to like me. Which who doesn't like me? That's
Yeah, who doesn't like him?
I've never met somebody who doesn't like you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know we met today, but that means a lot.
Hey, listen, I vouch for what I can.
Also, I like
As
you.
Good
as
coworker.
you make this appeal to Ahonen, there's a little bit of like, it's all he believes you, and he or not that he believes you, he understands that this is now a distinct possibility, because how many other giant owls are roaming around this area? He knows a giant owl, right? Like, and he knows the people who are companions of the giant owl and who ride them around places. It all just kind of hits him slowly.
It could
but-
be mind control. Mind control happens sometimes, right?
Ooh, or maybe they got replaced, and these are new people who have taken their spots.
Maybe
I
it's a
read this
different
interesting
owl.
fantasy book once.
Mina's gonna walk over to
I would
Ahonen and just
Write
like
a fantasy book.
gently
Specifically
pat-
targeted at young adults.
Do you need an illustrator?
I would love that.
We love a callback.
gently pat Ahonen's the back of like his hand in like a comforting way. We'll talk to her and she'll sort it all out.
Yeah,
or we kill her.
Maybe we
Because she's a
won't do that.
poacher.
Continuing to pat Ahonen's hand. maybe we don't. Maybe we talk first.
I feel like you can
As-
solve things with friendship. I'm in a very friendship solves mood.
I
You
can
know what
see
else
that.
solves things? Violence.
More friendship. Oh,
Arm from money tends to solve things, but I'm here to try new experiences, learn new things. So
Money would
whatever
solve a
direction we
lot
go
of
in.
things for me.
I think that the beer is beginning to catch the smell.
I would agree.
as Ahonen
This is a
takes
better
this all in, he stands up quietly, Well, first we have a job to do. And just kind of quietly sets off. And
Okay.
doesn't really say anything beyond that.
Whoosh would like to travel, like, kind of like alongside the group, kind of move stealthily. They don't want to be seen. They want to kind of be on the periphery of things. Try and be on a lookout when I move.
Good to know. Make a stealth check.
Please, just higher than a 5.
You can do
It's
it.
a 6.
Thank you!
My mage hand is
16
going around them, trying to blur them.
Plus 9. That is
Your
a
mage
25.
hand is just in front of their face going,
You can't see me.
Mina's playing ba-ba-da-ba.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my
on the
little,
mini
my little.
guitar.
No, I have some
Which is
bad
somehow
news.
making them stealthier? What?
It's
Crazy.
not a mini guitar back in this day. It is in fact a ukulele.
Oh my goodness.
Oof.
Okay, fantastic.
Big oof.
Yeah, we don't have the money to make a custom.
Oh, here it comes.
instrument yet. Do you have any? You have an ook? You ook?
There it is.
You Leyland?
This is about to be
Justin
the,
Wood.
the fucking
Bro, you Leyland?
Justin
most
Wood.
chipper version. Oh, never mind.
That was
Mandolin.
man.
No, it's not.
Is it a lute?
Oh,
It's a baritone
Is-
ukulele.
Oh, it is a. Really? Is it ukulele?
like a
your
liar,
enemies.
but it's not.
It looks like a lute, not a liar.
It's so
Liar's a
well,
little harp.
I forget what they all else.
I have one of those back there.
Well, you nerd.
You're pointing at a
Pointing at
table
us.
with cheese on it. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. But, yeah.
I'm not gonna take off my blurred background right now, but there's
Yeah, you
a
don't
lute,
take
or
off your
there's a liar.
keys, Ben. Not in front of all these
Yeah.
people.
Sorry, gosh, I thought we were just sharing
This
our
is a
keys with the world.
family-friendly stream.
Anyway, the
Incredible.
ukulele is coming out, and there's just like a very soft plinking.
And it's going do 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 do.
But like so fucking chipper.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, yeah, good.
Yeah, that little muted sound.
So as you move stealthily alongside the party, you eventually arrive with no trouble to this kind of like open glade, and it's not long before you spot kind of curled up in a corner by some rocks, this like rocky outcropping, a saber-toothed tiger who is lying down, not like necessarily groaning in pain of any kind just yet, but is clearly like awaiting something to happen, right? And Honan says, "Oh my god, thank goodness we've made it," and just kind of, I'm gonna set off now, and head over there.
Great.
We're communicating now, right?
Do you want me to go with you?
Please.
Okay.
And begins to walk over and just kind
Are
of
we
like puts.
transporting the tiger, or are we helping the tiger?
I think we're just.
I
I
think
think
we're
the
helping-
idea is just like maintaining the surrounding area.
Maintaining the
It's
space,
like,
exactly.
Yeah,
Still
we're not trying to
helping.
disturb it or stress it out. We're just
Okay.
trying to.
We're trying to make
Yeah.
sure that the birth happens naturally and continues
Got it.
after.
Got it.
Yeah.
Can,
right.
can we maybe hide the tiger and make me look like it so that if they come to shoot at the tiger, they shoot me instead?
Why don't you get shot and punched?
I,
all the
I
time?
don't, but I don't have babies in me, so if I get shot, it's not a problem.
What means
Well, I
do you
think
have?
but I have a problem with that.
Oh, I'll be okay. It's not the first time.
I have a problem with that.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay though. I
She's just
survived.
like her ears go like it down, and she's just looks really
Oh.
sad. Like, why would someone shoot you?
It's the Puss in Boots face. The
Oh yes. Yes.
But why would someone shoot
Well,
you?
we were in a fight. It's okay. I understand. I attack him. He attack me. We attack each other. It's fine. We're friends now.
Woosh is just listening to this conversation from the shower. It's like,
I'm so
where's
confused.
the from?
You know,
um
in school, I did a lot of mock adventures, and we always got shot. That was like part of the process.
mock adventures
Oh.
sounds so funny.
Yeah.
So pointing at Mo, you've been shot, and I point at Penny, you've been shot.
Well, I've been shot. I've been shot. Yeah, no, I've totally been shot. That
Okay.
counts, right?
Lucia, have you
Right?
been shot before?
You see a crumpled up piece of paper get thrown in your direction from somewhere in the shadows. It says, "No, I have not been shot. This is a wild conversation."
Incredible. As you are all having this conversation, you see Ahonen begin to get to work. Is slowly approaches this creature, does not have the same trouble as last time, and is just kind of trying to keep it calm and allow this process to start. As you begin to hear the sounds of these young saber-toothed tiger cubs several minutes to like 30-45 minutes later, you hear the crying, you hear like the just kind of mewing of these little baby saber-toothed tiger puppies.
Can I do something
or
real quick?
kitties.
The pups.
Can I do something real quick?
What would you like to do?
I would like to, like, if Woosh were going to approach this stealthily to try and ambush someone, what if I would like to find a path that someone who would do that might take, and I'd like to bury the hunting trap underneath the snow,
Okay.
so if they come along that route, hopefully they trigger it.
I was suspicious,
Excellent.
and now I'm on board.
Excellent. So you go and do that. Make a survival check for me.
Ooh, okay. My wisdom is all right. Oh, where's my survival? Oh, it's +0. All right, come on.
Big money, no whammies.
Yes, whammies. That's a 6.
Okay. The trouble is it's so hard to find somewhere to approach from.
Can I help?
I'll let you do a little retroactive help action there.
Thank you.
While that's happening, Mo goes over next to Ahonen and just falls to his knees and is like, "Oh my god, they're so perfect. I will die for this. They're so small."
They're so perfect. And I think at this time, Mina is like back up on your like shoulder, just like looking. They're just weeping.
How to be a parent is maybe dream and not nightmare. Oh my god.
I think you would be
Oh
a
my
good
God.
parent. I
They're
honestly do.
so
I mean, but okay, but I'm small and you haven't hurt me.
True, but you are much bigger than they. You are.
Well,
So,
I mean, well,
me to you are same as you to them.
yeah, but I mean, I would assume. Okay, I don't want to assume. I don't know how big babies are where you're from, but when it's, I mean, my parents aren't. Listen, they're not my parents, but they're still my parents. But I've seen a lot of animals become parents overnight, and it's got to be close. Other people in the town, and they're just as scared. But and I look over to like the saber-tooth tiger. They kind of seem to know how to kind of do things a little bit. Maybe it just kind of happens.
That was a 10.
Oh, so on a 10, it's
Penny's
still
doing
pretty
like some
difficult.
drunk pseudoscience, like licking her finger, being like, "Okay, so the wind is coming from this direction."
So, but whatever it is that we're doing does help a little bit. And what
I went to a lot of schools, Justin. Even drunk, I have some baseline knowledge.
So as you are looking around, it is tough to like gauge where somebody would come from because it's just like this kind of open veil, this open outcropping of where the trees aren't and where there's some little rocky areas where this tiger mother was lying. But you do see a couple of like maybe not choke points, but if someone were rushing you to potentially be between you and the trap.
Gotcha. I like to hide it.
You let your friends know where it is.
Oh, yes.
Who aren't necessarily paying attention at first. But you are able to place it and then cover it with just a thin, like little bit of snow. And you have a trap set. It is only a few minutes later, however, that as you are all kind of just looking over these cubs, you see, or you hear first, it sounds like wind until you realize it is a projectile moving very quickly and sticking into the snow, like right at your feet. Whoosh, is a arrow, or a crossbow bolt rather, that has flung in from the tree line, and I need you all to roll initiative.
Here we go.
Here it is, kids.
Moose just looks at us like, this might be a bit more than what I was expecting.
Initiative.
I cannot roll high today. That is 11.
I rolled one of those two numbers that you said, which was 1.
Sorry, just fixing my combat encounter to exclude Sean. Way.
Oh no.
You
Hope you feel better, Sean.
R.I.P. Sean.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
in case anyone forgot, Justin got
Recover
Sean's
in peace is what that meant.
Yeah.
Of course.
y'all?
Yes.
In any case, Mo, what'd you get?
I got an 18.
Oof.
Don't fuck with my babies.
Penny.
I got that, but minus the 1, so an 8.
Nice. I
believe that's 17, but we'll let it slide.
Minus
No,
the
the
1.
one.
The
in the
one.
minus
Take the one
Oh,
out.
I get the one. Yeah, all right, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Whoosh, what'd you get?
I got an 11. I cannot roll worth a damn.
You can't take 2 from 3. 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the tens place. Go ahead, Maria.
I got the
Emo.
11 minus a 1 plus 2 for 3.
This is how we should do all combat
Maths.
initiative rolls.
Wait, I have
Cool.
this.
Oh,
I
the
have
baby.
Look at this baby.
The
Oh,
baby.
the baby.
He's here for
That's
good
a
luck.
cute baby.
He's very
Yeah.
large.
He's our
That's
stand-in
a chunky boy.
tiger cub.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's 21 pounds of muscle and no brains.
Protected with my life.
That's a big kitty.
His name's Armstrong, and I named him.
And
I
he's
named
a
my
big
friend.
Armstrong.
And he's so big.
Is he a lieutenant?
Them arms are strong.
No, he's not. He did not enlist.
Not in the alchemist. Not in the
No.
state alchemist. Oh,
Not this time. No, he went into different.
He's in the
different
Meowtional Guard.
Ouch.
Wow.
Sorry, y'all. The DM's gotta go.
I think that means we win the encounter.
Speaking
Yay.
of the DM's gotta go. No, the first thing you see, fortunately for you, you are currently as this crossbow bolt fires in, you see 2 individuals. They both look. One looks like human, masculine features, brawny, broad-shouldered. Comes out with a short sword and a shield, like a buckler shield, and starts to run in towards you all. And then you see another one who is reloading a heavy crossbow as they both approach you. And we are going to start with Mo. They are about 30-ish feet from you for the sake of, we don't have all the time in the world. But they are about 30 feet from you, and you are, you see them coming at you. And somewhere between them and you is the trap that was laid by Whoosh.
Cool. All right. So I've been sort of kneeling just in awe, and as this begins to happen, Mo gets to his feet and turns around, and his eyes, which are typically sort of like a light slate blue, have just gone completely pitch black. And like the veins in his neck are all beginning to like bulge, and his arms are somewhat growing in size, and he hefts the battle axe, which is like very clearly too heavy for him normally by like a little bit, with an unsettling grace, and just like doesn't say any words, and is in this moment kind of going a little bit feral, and just bum rushes the fellow with the sword and shield, and will attempt to just leap over the trap, but isn't terribly concerned either way.
I have a mild logistical question. I was canonically on your shoulders for most of that.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Great. I'm perfectly fine with trying to do that.
Fair enough. So, are you rolling attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna bum rush this guy and
Yeah.
attempt to alleviate the weight on his shoulders.
I'm also a weight on his shoulder, so I just want to make sure you know that.
Incredible.
Not
We
a
love
heavy
to see
one, but also one that I'm also there. Moral support, etc.
Yeah.
How close together are these guys, by the way?
I mean, very. They're-
Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, Dad's probably gonna hit. Does a 21 hit the guy with the shield?
Yeah, it does.
Delightful.
I thought you were going to say D's nuts, and I was about to leave myself.
Damn, I should have.
Damn. Don't worry, y'all. We're safe. It didn't happen.
All right.
Not yet.
So
Give it time.
first guy is gonna take. Does rage give you additional damage the way that it used to?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's still a +2 at first
Still
level.
+2? Amazing. All right. Cool. So he takes. What the fuck is that? That's a 7. 5. 12 points of damage, slashing damage to the first guy, and because I have a great axe, I can cleave. I'm going to also make an attack against the guy with the crossbow.
Incredible. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, you won't.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, dirty 20 is gonna hit.
Amazing. Takes 11 points of slashing damage as
Wow.
I just, these paternal feelings that I'm feeling are strong.
Yes.
Hell
How
yeah,
much?
Papa
How
Bear.
much damage was the first one?
12.
Wow. So and you didn't add your modifier to the second one, right?
That is correct. That is just the
Wow.
die. Yeah, I rolled
Damn.
really well on that one.
1 second.
Justin frantically adding hit points to
No.
his
Fuck.
I started to modify their initiative instead of their hit points. Incredible. 12 is exactly enough to kill one of them. So you just straight up slice, and your cleave in this case is literally you cleaving through this first guy and just immediately doing incredible amounts of damage to the second one. Just looks horrified as his buddy just gets eviscerated, split in twain in front of him, and is on death's door.
I'll just lean down towards him and whisper, "Run."
As you say run,
Mina's just there also, just nodding with humongous eyes.
as you say run, what you also see is this last guy here looking up, and you hear like a owl screech through the sky, and they are not here yet, but you do see that there are more coming.
It was the owl.
Yep, there you go.
Called it.
It is a like tawny owl. It is not the Snow White owl that you saw in
It's a
the
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation.
Or there's
but
a whole fleet of them.
it appears to be flying in, swooping in from above. And then as we move on, that's gonna be Whoosh.
All right. I'm not going to get too
Whoosh
fancy
hides.
here. No,
They
this
got this.
This time, going to go in for the proverbial kill. Probably literal kill, actually. So I got 35 feet worth of movement. Can I get up to the crossbow? Is crossbow user still alive?
Yeah.
Cool.
Only just.
There we go. That's what I love to hear. Dual wielding a short sword, which in this case looks like a beautiful ornate khopesh with a interesting little hook where the blade curves. Not sharp at that point. May have some other uses later on, but is going to try and disembowel this person before they can do any more damage.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Pull his guts out.
Grab his guts and twist
Um,
them.
See, I keep rolling poorly. That's a 10 to hit.
On a 10, you slash away, and it's honestly the force of the blow from Mo pushes him out of your way and out of your
Oh,
reach.
shit. Okay, just got to readjust. And then I whip out a dagger, a rondelle dagger, and going to offhand attack.
I'm being accused of making you roll poorly.
It's true.
Does
Listen,
a
you're in
12
charge of
hit?
dice.
Does a 12 hit? That's a great question. That exactly hits.
Oh, thank you.
I have a
Alright.
question above board for the players. I have a spell that makes people reroll 20s. Are players okay with in this instance me casting silvery barbs? I'm actually talking to you, Dio. Are you okay with me with Mina casting silvery barbs to make you maybe miss disemboweling this person? If not,
sure.
that's totally fine.
No,
Okay,
go ahead.
I would like to cast silvery barbs, then using my second spell slot to yell out to Whoosh, please stop.
What?
So you re-roll and you take the lower die, which could still be a 12.
Roll well.
Still 12. I got a 15.
Damn it.
Okay. Yeah. So you call out, please stop. And you feel like this magical tug, but it's almost as you, Whoosh, feel this like magical tug. But what it actually does instead is further pushes your arm into position to slash at this person.
What?
You're getting mixed
I give-
signals.
I
Thanks
give
for the
myself
help.
advantage. Yeah, I give myself advantage on my next attack roll ability check or saving throw.
Okay.
That's
cool.
a 3.
Uh,
Or 3 damage.
Okay, well that's enough because it had 1.
Ooh, sorry. Did you not want me to do that? I thought we were
Oh, that was great. You did a fantastic job.
getting some mixed signals here, but
No, you're doing great.
okay.
And as you do that, you turn around and you hear like a grunt and a grunt and then a from a Honin. You realize as you turn
No.
around and there are 4
The
kobolds that have
Oh.
interposed themselves between you all and the cubs and Ahonen, and they look like they're about to begin attacking him. It's not yet clear if it seems like they're looking to attack the cubs or the mother, but they are looking very not cool at Honen right now.
Are we still on initiative?
Yes, we are.
Immediate
and
regret
that's-
of using all my spells.
And that's going to be Penny, speaking of spells.
Hey.
Penny, sort of everything slows around her in her brain. She's like, wait, remember your training, remember your training, remember your training. And she sees these.
Penny, fucking kill them!
Ooh, no, that's a direct order. Oh my god, I was gonna do something. Fuck. Okay, fireball, and I just fireball at the kobold.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I was like,
I was going to.
Oh yeah, I let Katie be level 5 while the rest of you are.
She's
I wanna
been
be
in
clear.
school for
I'm over
so
here
long.
slumming it in level 1.
I was gonna do something different, but Ben saying kill them completely blew up all of the strategizing that was in her brain.
Ben
and she
didn't
just-
say anything. That was
I-
Mo.
Well, sorry, Mo.
Yeah.
And completely just defaulted to fireball because it couldn't think. Okay.
Girl, same.
Fuck. That's so bad. I used my inspiration because I was like, I rolled so poorly. I have to roll better. I rolled 2 2s in a row.
Oh no!
So that's 8 to hit.
That is not going to hit, unfortunately. Well, actually, let's just check just in case. No, it is not going to hit.
I was gonna do something else and okay. I'm fine.
Breathe.
I'm breathing. That's the breath thing.
There you
Wow.
go. In for 3, out for
That
3.
beer was
Penny, you have to hit them with the thing.
I'm trying.
She's trying, Mo. She's doing her best.
really
Look, I hit this
trying.
guy and I hold up the top half.
Mo, not the time, Mo.
I was gonna do something else. Oh, I need to learn to trust my gut. My teachers always said, trust your gut, trust your gut, trust your gut. I didn't trust my gut.
Katie gets the help action from Doggo.
So I can roll again?
No. You already had advantage, unfortunately. You can't stack it.
I know.
But anyhow, that is going to be Philomena.
I mean,
Hang on. I'm seeing in chat that we can't swear for 5 minutes.
I
Is
just
this
saw that too.
I
accurate?
mean to say,
Oh, Colonel Blah has invoked the no swearing policy.
Okay.
You know what? We're gonna go with it. I don't think we're gonna do that
Oh,
every single time
no.
we're playing, but no swearing for 5
Let's
minutes.
start. Okay, cool. Great. Excellent. So me? Mina has never seen a human or humanoid in more than one piece before, and it's not doing that well, but sees all of the dog that's on the screen right now.
He's all of the dogs.
But sees all the kobolds who are not they're Mina's not that wise, but sees this is a problem and is going to do a little magic about it, I guess. We're going to do a little starry wisp.
Interesting. New spell.
New spell, who dis? New
I have
cantrip,
that one
who dis.
too.
Oh my god, we're twins. So there's a little frantic, just melodious strum of the strings of this ukulele in the midst of all of this, and just a little mote of light comes out of it and just goes straight towards one of those kobolds, which I need to roll to see if that hits. That's the damage. I gotta roll to see if I hit first. There it is. How about we roll? Ooh, 16.
On a 16, that is going to hit.
Okay,
So
that's 5
yeah.
radiant damage.
5 radiant damage to one of these kobolds.
And
Excellent.
also, it emits dim light until the end of my next turn in a 10-foot radius and can't be invisible.
All right. Excellent. Can't be
Those
invisible.
classically invisible kobolds.
Listen.
Okay. That is
as
going to
bonus action. I'm a bard. As a bonus action, I'm going to pat Mo on the head and say, "You're doing really good." And could give you bardic inspiration and hop off. So you have a d6 to add what specifically? Okay, new bardic inspiration. I don't know if it's different. When you fail a d20 test, you can roll my d6 and add that number to the total.
interesting.
So a new bard who dis.
Excellent.
Weird.
New
I
bard
like it.
who dis.
New bard who dis.
Love that.
As you essentially strike this creature with your little starry wisp, you see above as the owl now flies in, and it is a tawny owl, and you see on its back a second, like, shorter looking figure. Looks to be perhaps a halfling, maybe just a short gnome. You can't really tell. Their garb is kind of preventing you from seeing any of their facial features. And then you also see what appears to be another lithe figure, vaguely masculine features. Unclear exactly presentation wise, but in terms of species features, you do see like elven ears poking out of a like essentially face mask. And they dive into action and start to try to go to work. And they see, first of all, they see their ally split in half. And don't like that very much, and see you holding a bloody weapon that you have just cleft them in half with. And they're going to both attack you as... Oh, I'm missing a character in this combat. Give me 1 second.
You'll ever have those moments where you question how long water has been somewhere? That's what I just did.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
It tastes
Oh
acceptable. Oh no. It's adequate.
That is a wonderful Monty Python reference. Sir not appearing in this combat.
Sir not appearing in this combat.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
And
You
the
did-
aptly
you got
named
that-
Sir not appearing in this show.
You got that swear in right at the 5-minute mark.
Did
Good
I
job.
really?
I'm so proud of
Perfect.
you.
Hell yeah. Well done.
I was keeping track.
Incredible. I'm just great. So you see, apologies, having to add this in.
I believe.
The original cast in Spamalot.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm so
Oh.
jealous. Jelly.
Okay, now we're good. You see this other smaller creature, smaller humanoid, jump off of the back of this owl and immediately move to attack, and are going to take a swing at Mo.
Good.
They appear to just be carrying a dagger. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good day for them. What they are going to do is they spark up. It looks like they have this small like tinder and flint, and then there's some sort of like aerosolized container, and they spark it up, and I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All of us?
All of
Shit.
us?
Sorry, no, just the two of you that are right up front, Whoosh and Mo.
All right. I should be good at this, but let's see what the dice say. No, I'm not going to use you. Where's the other one?
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
19.
How does a 9 treat you?
A 9 is going to fail, so Whoosh
sure?
is going to take 7 points of fire damage.
Oh,
Can
that's
I
unfortunate.
Oh, I don't have any skills that would let me interpose.
You're
myself.
level 1, baby.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But you are only going to take 3. Did you rage before you did all that? Yes, you did.
I did.
So, and are you? Oh, you don't have a subclass yet, so it's just
I
fire
don't.
damage. So it's just
Just
going
fire
to happen.
damage. Yep.
3 points of fire damage.
Dying.
Woos has 2 HP left.
Ooh, baby. Whoosh.
Well, we know that Whoosh is alive in the future, so
Plot armor.
plot armor.
Incredible. So as this creature, this being moves away, you can see the other person getting off their back, the back of the owl, and they have a longbow on their back, and are going to take a shot in closer towards where the saber-tooth and her cubs are. But it's going to be a shot at, let's see, it's going to be a shot at you, Penelope.
But I was hiding.
I can't see you. You can't see me.
I see you.
Them's the rules.
Yeah.
2024 is a weird system.
You might actually be okay here. The higher one is a 13.
I have mage armor on, so 15.
Ooh. So you two very rapid, successive shots whiz right past your head. Just can't quite get the aim right. And you may or may not have been shot for real before, but one of these, the feather fletching on the back of it.
I have not been shot for real before.
The feather fletching on the back of the arrow just stripes right past your ear, and you are okay for now. I rolled a 9 and a 7 on the dice.
I'm fine. I'm doing great. I trained for this. Everything is fine. I am fine.
The owl's entire action
calm of true killer. She's definitely been shot for real at least 3 to 4 times.
I'm doing great.
Yep, you're doing great.
The giant
I'm
owl
dying.
just lands in place for the moment, and mechanically used its entire action to get here, realizing that things were going slightly south and that maybe Ahonen hired competent people for once. Incredible. That's going to be Mo. So you have the scout who's just jumped off the back of the owl about 20 feet away from you, and the smaller humanoid that is right up in front of you, and then you have 4 kobolds that are about 20 feet behind you, essentially attacking the rest of your party members.
Okay. Who looks like they're the greatest threat to the mother and cubs?
I mean, the kobolds are right there right now. You think the greatest threat on the battlefield is probably the archer that just fired twice faster than you've ever seen anybody fire arrows. But or maybe the giant celestial owl.
But they're right next to one another, right?
The owl and the scout are right
The
next
archer?
to each other.
Cool.
They are right next to each other, but the kobolds are all behind you and back towards your group there.
Okay. I think I'm a little bit tunnel visioned on protecting the cubs. I'm going to use my other Clouds Jaunt and show up directly behind the scout out of nowhere, and just whisper "boo," and then swing.
Hell yeah.
I'm so glad I jumped off of you. Otherwise, I would have fallen to the ground.
Yeah, that's gonna hit 23.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Kill them all. Kill them all.
It's a 10 on the die. 15 points of slashing damage to the scout.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make my second attack on the owl.
Do you have a second attack at level 1?
Because of cleave with the great axe.
Oh, that's
Once
right.
per
That's
turn.
right. That's right.
That's a natural 20 on that.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Please roll well. Please don't fuck me. 14 damage on that attack.
Hell yeah. Incredible. 14 damage, and you said 15 on the first attack?
Mhm.
That's insane. Wow. Here's okay.
Barbarian feels good.
Right. You see what you've just done was highly unexpected. And the other thing that you see, make a... Ooh, do I want to be mean?
Don't say
to the
perception.
barbarian?
We know that I don't have a
See, but it either has to be perception or arcana, and I don't think either of those is going to do very well for you.
I mean, you've been rolling pretty decent.
My arcana is less of a negative modifier than my perception.
Okay.
Wow.
A slightly less
Magic
negative
and
modifier.
seeing things.
Okay, 12.
Okay, on a 12, interestingly enough, when you slice into the scout, you could swear for just a moment that it passed through something before you felt contact being made. Like you saw it pass through like clothing or something,
Yeah.
and then made contact.
I'd just like to look at the blade of my axe. Weird color blood?
Not a weird color of blood, just blood.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Blood?
This one bullshit.
And as you cut into that person, you hear just a blood curdling scream, as you have sliced them pretty good, and that's going to be the kobold's turn. They're going to all four of them turn around to the two squishies that are attacking them, and make some attacks of their own. They get a +4 to each of these. I'm just going to roll 2 each, as they're right up next to you. That is a natural 1 and does a 16 hit, Philomena?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Kitty.
Remember we were talking about amount of hit points people have?
The great
I've got a
news.
-1 con.
The great news is that
no.
the max damage on this attack, unless it's a crit, can't kill you outright.
Okay.
Well,
is that good
I will take
news?
a positive when I can.
Yeah. So that's 4 points of damage. Of
Sick.
piercing
That's half.
damage.
Are you
of-
bloodied?
half-
Yeah.
half of my health. Let's
Yeah.
go.
And then against
Help!
against Penny, that's
Am I
gonna
close
be.
to the kobolds?
I would have thought so,
I
because you
thought I
hadn't
was kind of out.
really made an opportunity to run from the.
I didn't
group
think that
yet.
I was by them. I thought we were like
Well,
putting
they'll
up
they'll
traps.
run out to you.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
fuck
there we
them.
go.
That's gonna be.
Hey, guess what? They got
a
legs.
13 and
Damn.
a 16.
The 16 hits, the 13 does not
Okay.
hit.
All right. That's also 4 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
We just love 2s on this D4
Yeah.
today.
No, I'm almost bloody. It's great.
There's been a fly just flying around, and just every once in a while we'll just go. Meow.
Maddening.
Mm,
And okay, so that's going to be the kobold's turn. And whoosh, that is you on 2 HP.
Yep.
Having a
Gotta
grand
love
old
it.
time over
Are we
there.
gonna TPK right
Having a
now? What's
great
happening?
That's what I'm suspecting. All right. So right now I'm next. Am I next to
The bandits are fallen. You've
Great.
ripped one's innards out, and the other one has been split in twain.
Fantastic.
There's about 30 feet away from you, away from the cub and the cubs and their mother, is the scout and the owl, and the other, this third this third like shorter creature, and then you have the 4 kobolds all still alive behind you. Two of them are off attacking Penny, and 2 of them are attacking Mina right by the cubs.
Okay. Who looks the most injured?
You.
Besides me.
The scout and the owl
Yeah,
both look pretty hurt, and one of the kobolds look really hurt, and they're the ones that are closest to the
Gotcha.
to the target.
Gotcha. Am I within like attack of opportunity range of anyone?
Nope.
Cool. Are there any trees I can like take cover behind?
You could like dart into the tree line really quick. I'd say you have enough movement for that.
Great. Yep. I'm pretty speedy. I'm not trying to hide. I just want to get some decent cover. I'm going to pull up my short bow. I want to try and take out the kobold next to them, the weaker looking kobold.
Excellent.
Is that the ones attacking me or the ones attacking?
It'd be the ones attacking you.
Okay.
14.
14's gonna hit.
Thank you. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. You stab right through it and throw it to the ground.
All right. And yeah, just going to. Oh, I forgot sneak attack damage if it's right next to them, but it doesn't matter. It's dead. And yeah, I'm just going to take cover behind the tree and just say, I know it doesn't seem like it, but this is actually a lot of fun for me. I hope I don't die.
Incredible. That would be the 2 humanoid turns, but they are dead. And Penny, that's you.
Okay. I've never been actually hit with anything before. So Penny is going, oh my god, I'm dying. Oh my god, I'm dying. Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm bleeding, I'm dying. Ah! And I think instead of doing anything that is like strategically competent, I'm just gonna cast chromatic orb at the one that's in front of me that just hit me. And that is a 19 on the die plus 6, so a lot. I assume that hits, right?
I'm gonna be really mean. It is right next to you. It just attacked you.
Yeah.
You would have disadvantage on the
This
roll.
fucking
Okay.
guy.
I rolled a 14 plus 6. Does that?
Okay, yes, still
Still
hit.
get
Hell
it?
yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Okay. All right. And
If you
then-
can roll so little damage on 4d6 that it doesn't die, I will be genuinely
There
impressed.
are exactly there's a number you can roll on
It's-
4d6.
it's 3d8.
And it's 4.
It's 3d8.
It's 3d8.
Oh.
Well, even easier to
You
roll
can
under
roll
that now.
3.
I believe in you. You got this.
Hold on. Wait,
Just
where's
roll
my
3
d8?
8s.
Where's my
Yeah,
fucking
just roll
d8?
three eights.
I
Just
didn't-
roll
I didn't
3
prep
8s.
for
Why is
this.
this so hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or better yet,
If you don't
just get
have
a D12 and
Yeah.
just roll that all the time.
It was
Yeah, if you don't
13.
have a d8, just 12 is a
13?
good substitute.
13 points of. I have to pick a damage type. Lightning. I'm gonna
damage.
electrocute it.
Yeah, it just. I mean, you fire this lightning orb straight at this kobold, and it just isn't there anymore. There's just a black scorch mark in the snow somehow, as just a massive lightning crack.
I'm still screaming. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm dying! Oh my god! I'm dying!
Breathe!
Oh my god!
Breathe! You hear Reese starting in the tree.
Oh man,
Penny,
I had a sound for that.
Penny, you're not dying. Also, great work.
Thanks.
You did a fantastic job.
Walk it
Thank
off. You'll be
you.
fine. It's a flesh wound. You'll be fine.
Walk it
I'll
off.
make sure to put this on your
Penny-
peer review.
Penny
Oh,
starts
yes.
walking in circles. She's like bleeding out in a circle.
all of your
Name what you
movement.
see. Name what you see.
I see grass. There's grass. No, there's not grass. It's snow. Oh my
No.
god. Oh my god. I'm hallucinating.
Well, if she keep hallucinating and kill everything, I think we're going to be fine.
Honestly, this might be working for us.
Yeah, this is great.
You
She's doing so much better now that she thinks she's dying. You know?
As you have sliced into some of these creatures, you've blown one of them up and just completely incinerated it. You see the presumed leader of this party, the one with the long bow, this lithe figure that jumped off of the back. You see Ahonen look over and looks at the owl and, is almost relieved for a moment until he hears a voice. Wait! Stop! 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 And just hands up for bow dropped on the ground and waiting to see what's going to happen. The kobolds back up from where you are. The second shorter figure next to the scout with the owl backs up as well, and they have their hands in the air.
Hey, remember that trick from earlier where I pry open the big bear trap? How'd that work with head? I'm gonna insert my hands into their mouth
No.
from behind
Oh.
and
Wait,
just
wait, no, wait.
what? Why?
Mm-mm.
But the babies
But they stopped.
for now.
Actually, she's right. Collect the weapons first, then kill them.
What?
Penny is just
Wait.
laying in the snow going,
Hey!
will I die?
Hey!
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna
All
die.
right. What's happening here? What?
You see the smaller figure that was with the scout take off their mask, and it is Caesar. You recognize the kobold that you saw packing up the owl. You see a spell drops, and you are hands in mouth of Bel Solis. from the conservationist hut. And that momentary look of relief as additional magic drops and you see the tawny owl is now that white snowy owl. You see there was some disguising, some magical disguising going on here. And Ahonen, just that moment of brief relief that it wasn't his friend is now ripped away as confirmation of, honestly, kind of his worst nightmare.
You know what else can be ripped away?
Stop! Don't.
Top half of head.
While this is happening, Moose is going to quickly try and gather up their weapons from the ground.
Okay.
No,
I'm just
not
like
when I'm done
patting.
with
I'm
you.
just
You won't.
patting. I'm just patting your like leg, your thigh, basically, because that's where I come up. Just let her talk. Just.
But
Mina,
why?
I'm kind of with Mo here. They did just try to kill us.
I know, but you don't have to kill everyone.
No, we let shithead Caesar live.
Tell
does
my
that to be him?
story.
He was very rude to me.
Okay, we let Bird live.
I like
Caesar,
that.
Caesar gets it.
She just looks up at you, not with like the like put on very like sad Puss in Boots like, but like with actual like pleading eyes, and just says, "Please."
Oh,
You
come
also
on.
see behind you, Ahonen stands up. I would hear what she has to say for herself.
I mean, you're the employer, and I can't say no to that face.
I can say no to employer, but fine. I'll release one hand. The other stays firmly like gripping the jaw, so she could talk, but
As she does, I'm sorry. It was never supposed to get like this.
okay, she sucks. We just end it right now. This is
Yeah, it's a little bit of a piss poor. Look at me. I've been blown up. Look at me. I mean, I still look fantastic, but
You do look
come
great.
on.
And Penny sits up and goes, and I'm literally dying.
You're going to
and
be
then lays
fine.
back down.
Penny's literally dying.
You killed my friend. I have to rip your head off.
Caesar looks over. It's less her fault than anyone else's here.
So it's
We
your
kind
fault?
of tricked her into this.
Well, you. Okay, so your head. I go over and I just
Ooh.
pick him up by the top of his head and lift him fully off the ground.
Penny, you were right.
Okay, fine. I won't kill her. I look down at Mina. I won't kill her. I kill him instead. That seems fair. He's better.
Ahon and I, she turns to him and I got into debt and
I fucking told you it was money. It's always fucking money.
It's
These
always
fucking
money.
people and their fucking money.
Yep.
to some really bad people, even worse than these people. And
I sit up. Was it FAFSA?
BAFTA strikes again.
I lay back down.
I used money to pay them off, money from the society, and I was trying to get it back, and I thought, what's a couple of losses? And then I got in too deep, and now we're here. And she is like clutching a wound, a gaping gash from this great axe that would have killed any of you except for Mo, who it would have gravely injured.
So you were just going to what? Murder us after you murdered a bunch of other animals? Like what was your
haven't-
end game here?
We haven't killed anyone. They're
You're
not.
killing my friend over there. Look at Penny. She's dying.
I'm dying.
Literally dying. I say, shaking Caesar in anger.
We'd have stabilized you and left. They weren't trying to kill the cubs or anything. They were trying to take them.
Do what with them?
They'll fetch a really good price in the cities.
Okay, we're back on board with killing them. Yes.
You know what these people would do with them.
Ahonen looks like disgusted, like visibly ill at all of this. I can't believe you after all this time. We've worked together for years. How dare you? And just tries to settle himself. There is nothing. You didn't have to do any of this. We could have helped. I could have helped. You didn't ask any questions. You just did what you thought was the easiest thing to do. And you sold us out. Is that why they've been so effective? Because you've been telling them where all of our known species were, where all of our camps were set up? Is that how? And there's just silence, just a long look. Right. Thought so. I told them it couldn't have been you. We saw the bear trap. I told them it couldn't have been you. What did I know? I paid you all to protect me. You've done that job. As far as I'm concerned, whatever else happens here, none of my business. And turns back to the cubs and kind of is no longer focused on anything else.
Can I get a reference maybe in the future? Is that something you'd be comfortable with?
Does not respond.
While we're making requests, Mo, would you mind just dropping one of the kobolds on that trap I laid? I
I
put some effort
yeah.
into that. Yeah, just I not to kill them, but I feel like it's kind of a waste if it doesn't.
Should I
do anything.
should I just throw Caesar from here over and over until he land in trap?
Yeah, that works. Whatever.
Perfect. Caesar, you agree with this? I don't care. I throw you now. I throw him.
I'm gonna go over to Belle while that happens. Okay.
Make an attack roll. You are essentially making an attack roll with Caesar.
Oh my god, it's a natural 20. I shit you not. This is the best day of my life. I wanted that so bad.
Wow.
I wanted that. I was like, please give me a 20. This is the only time that I want, that I really care.
If ever there was a god or I wanted there to be one, let it be now.
Oh, I'm so happy.
You just hear the scream of the angry kobold. Ah! Just
yes.
Now you know how the bear feels.
And then the snap, and then the tone changes from ah!
I'm gonna go up to Belle. And as with the background of screaming. And not looking like not looking like disappointed more so than anything else, but also angry, looks up at Belle and says, I didn't want to think that you would do something so. I didn't think people were capable of doing something so terrible to creatures who can't do anything about it. I guess I'm wrong about how people can be.
Sorry to be a disappointment.
Well, I guess you were a learning experience. I guess some of us don't have to go to school to learn things.
But it does help.
Some of us don't have money.
Please, I have to believe it helps.
I didn't have money either. I'm really fucked right now.
Please, I have to believe it helps. I'm so in debt. FAFSA is coming for me.
No, it was just like, why would you pay money to learn things? Just go and meet people. Go talk to people.
Go talk to people. Have life lessons. Experience life. Be disappointed.
Yeah.
Be almost murdered. It's fine. But it's just gonna shake their head and say, "I wanted to save you from him, but I don't. I think he might be right this time. Sorry." And I'm gonna turn away and go over to my dying companion. I'm gonna go over to Penny and just kind of like, no, I don't have any spells to heal you, but I'm just gonna like pat your head and like your shoulders, just like not in like a massaging way, just kind of like touching you and like pretending like I'm doing something.
Oh,
And
so
let's
that's
also
helping.
be
That's
clear is
helping.
that as far as I can tell, based on what I'm seeing here, you have 9 hit points total, and then 5
You have
now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I
yeah.
have
No, no,
5
no.
hit points.
I'm,
Yep,
I have,
yep,
I have
you're at
5
5,
left. Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Oh,
Five?
wait,
Yeah.
you have 9
I'm
hit
dying
points?
more than you are.
yeah.
You have 9 hit points and are at 5? Me
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Whoosh had 9 hit
Twinning.
points and is at 2. So
Yeah. Yeah. Again,
Yeah,
this is my
and we're
first
dying.
combat.
fair enough. Fair enough.
I go,
I'm dying emotionally.
I
Penny's
think-
dying physically.
I think this is helping.
Belvedere's
I
about
feel
to
much
die
better
literally.
now.
Yeah.
Good.
And I'm just like doing this kind of motion with like your face. but
I
just,
saw
like,
you do it
tiny
to the
paws.
bear before, where you smacked the bear on the ass and it healed him. And in my head, I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing to me, and
Yeah, except
therefore
with your
I'm
face.
getting better now.
exactly. I'm
Yeah.
placeboing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Incredible.
Oh,
Perfect.
That's so, thank you so much.
Right.
I'm not even gonna make
helping
you make a
lot.
medicine check. It's just it's full
No,
placebo effect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not actually trying to do any sort of healing. Like I know I had enough siblings and like younger siblings who pretended to be so hurt, and I'm like, we're gonna kiss it and make it better kind of mentality is what we're going
Pain,
for
go
here.
away.
Yeah.
And Mo, you have essentially the go ahead to do what you'd like. You've been appealed to a number of times, but it is at this point you're the only one engaging with these people at this point. It's kind of there are in fairness, to be clear, there are 2 more kobolds. Your friends are very hurt. They've surrendered and their weapons are kind of away from them, but if they're not going to just let themselves be executed.
Yeah.
Well, one of them has their nuts stuck in a bear trap. But
True. He's not going very far.
that's why the tone changed.
Oh, got very falsetto very quickly.
Yeah, I was sort of split between like dealing with Belvedere and then going and just grabbing him and lifting him up by the head again, but now with the weight of the bear
nut
trap.
stuck.
The weight of
Ripping his nuts off.
So, but also he's not going anywhere, so I can still do that later.
Yeah. Actually, Mo, if you're open to suggestions,
Always.
look, I come from a merchant troop. All right, a traveling merchant troop. We've run into bandits before, and we've had to defend ourselves. I've seen some shit here and there, which may have affected me psychologically. Who's to say?
Fair.
I'm curious though, Belle, how much money are you in for with this debt?
I'm not in debt to the guild anymore. I took the money from the society. I was trying to pay it back.
The society?
She
The
embezzled.
Conservation Society.
What?
That's why, I mean, we've
She
been
just
struggling.
explained this to us. I
Oh,
was
sorry.
dying and I heard it.
I misunderstood. Sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're in debt to the Conservation Society.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, they didn't know.
She's
I
not
was
in debt to anyone anymore. She just stole all their money. I really did not
see.
drink.
I misunderstood.
I don't like who I am when I drink.
My padding is moving to like your mouth and being just like, that's okay, it's okay.
I was just.
I was going to offer to help you out.
It started out as me just trying to earn enough money to pay back the society, and I was pretty close, but the asks kept getting worse, and I kept doing it. And she's like panting as she's saying this.
How much do you need?
I mean, there's probably another 100 gold or so left on the ledger that's unaccounted for. It came out of, it wasn't just all at one time. It was requests for gear, for financial support, for missions that never ran, and essentially just went to pay off. Well, yeah.
Well, look, I've got 40 gold here. And, I really do like that owl. You be willing to make a trade?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Owl.
Ooh, okay. Better than before. That was an 18.
On an 18, we begin to fade away from this image and return to the tavern, where outside you see stabled a gigantic snow white owl.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Woo,
let's
party
go.
mount!
And that's where we'll end our session tonight.
Fuck
Would you believe
yeah.
I still have her skull actually hanging up in one of my offices?
You do?
Yes. You have to keep the first one.
No,
Incredible. So
This is
much fun.
nice.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. That was so fun.
That was
Oh,
super
yes, it was
fun.
great. Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how was your first time?
This was great.
First time.
Like, even with the low rolls, I still had a great time. Y'all are great players.
Low rolls
Really enjoyed
make,
RPing with you.
make
It
it.
Agreed.
was a great time.
And Maria, it's so nice. I know we talked so much about different things we could like play together and stuff
did.
at PAX,
We
and we
talked
have
a
done
lot.
nothing. And it's July.
It's been
and that was
a year.
It's been like
It's been
if
1
and-
week and a couple more.
Been 1 week and a couple
I
So
don't think we'll get
it's
the
so
DMCA
nice.
strike on that one.
Yeah, it's so nice to have you at the table finally. I hope we get to do a lot more of this.
Yes.
You know, we'll love having you around.
I
And
love having you around.
we'll have to get Sean at the table with you too, since
Oh my
they
god.
were part of that conversation.
The funny
And Justin
thing
got
is-
them sick.
Yeah.
That's right.
Unbelievable.
Keeping us apart. I have yet to this date. I've known Sean for a really long time. We have never played in anything together. Ever. So the
That's
fact
so
that
funny.
that persists to this
Justin,
date
you
is
bastard.
not lost
It's-
on me.
Yeah,
Justin.
it's entirely my fault. Yeah, I will
Keeping me away
take
from
full
people I love.
responsibility for this. Yeah, I know.
That's
am-
okay. I still
am
got
the
to play with
absolute
people
worst.
that I love now. So that's fine.
Also, thank you, Colonel Blah, for more bits.
Ooh.
There was a
you.
number
So
of
much
bits
bit
donated
love.
earlier by Colonel Blah, and we
Thank
super
you.
appreciate
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, Colonel.
And Salty Spice.
My
Thank
solution.
you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Oh, Salty Spice. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Incredible. So I will go ahead and say we are going to be doing this for every 2 weeks for on Tuesday, same time, same bat time, same bat channel. We will be doing this until probably October. I don't know if we're going to stop at October or go through October. A lot of it's going to depend on how quickly we get through the editing process for podcast episodes, which we are brand new at doing. And when I say we, I am brand new at doing sound design for podcast stuff. I've done it one time. So we will see how quickly I can move through these. We're going to be on our main show. We'll be releasing it on Tuesdays when release time comes. So instead of doing this, we'll be doing releases. And when the episodes release, it'll be bi-weekly. And then in the off week, we'll have a little talk back episode. And it'll be everybody's first reactions to having listened to the episode, fully edited, sound designed, all that stuff for the first time. So
Dude,
pretty
can't
high
wait
end
to
for
see
that.
that. Can't wait
it'll
to see
be
what you'll do.
so much fun. And we have some really cool guests coming on to the pod. And season 1 ends with my dream guest to have at the table being the first guest at the table.
I just wanted to do a JoJo Siwa dream guest on my podcast.
Incredible.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, but more about that to come when we get closer to it. But I am so excited for the editing process of all of this, and we'll be out there as soon as we can be. But for now, We'll see you in 2 weeks, hopefully. And until next time.
Great game, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.